Okay, where the heck are we? What's going on? Oh, right. All right. Okay, welcome back, everybody. We find ourselves in a rather interesting position indeed. Um, you guys just saved Sepharic's sister and all kinds of other civilians. Isn't that great? What a bunch of nice people you are. And once more, you're celebrated as Westruun's defenders. Man, whenever you guys come to town, it's like right in the nick of time to say whatever's going on. Or danger follows you. It's a matter of debate, which that is. No, it's definitely that you guys show up in the nick of time to save everybody's lives, of course. All the while, Kiro continues to struggle with her memory that was lost in the conflict. But all is not lost. Yvain, being an individual of deep faith, he's like, "You need to talk to God. We're going to the Vatican." And you guys are all, it's girls' night. So you guys decide the best place for girls' night is the Vatican. And I guess you're technically right because the Raven Queen's district was basically like Mardi Gras. And had a good time. It was super like attractive goth babes everywhere, and you guys are like, not so bad. The girls' night's pretty cool. They did pursue to send Kiro to go have like a literal bloodbath, which was actually, it seems, the way to go. As Kiro faced death and faced it bravely, and within that cold embrace, met with the Raven Queen herself. The Raven Queen promising Kiro the return of her memories, which she could all too easily snatch away from Torog. In exchange for a great deed, the champions of the betrayers are a great threat to Tal'Dorei. Should she gather a vestige of divergence for her or her allies, and should her or her allies destroy a champion, return, and then ask once more for your memories return, and so it shall be. To which Kiro agreed, and also forwent any kind of additional pacts with the Raven Queen for saying that they'd wish to have their memory restored before anything like that happened. But it seems that Kiro's a little bit more in the know now, knowing their patron is Galdrick, and thus kind of the Raven Queen through Galdrick. And having made a pact with death, I'm sure that'll have no lasting consequences. Anyway, meanwhile, back in Westruun, Zarvog recruits task force, the name to be decided. But either way, recruits finds the most misfit, fucking shady bunch he could find, brings them all together, slaps a badge on all of their shoulders, and is like, "Training begins in 2 days, and then I'm on." And they're like, "Okay, dude, easy." Uh, and Cedric has been working on restoring his relationship with his sister, trying to seek out, companionship and family. Though his sister has not been making it easy on her, not on him, not by a long shot. That is where we pick up today. So we're gonna pick up today. Sorry, hold on. Excuse me, had to happen. We pick up in Vasselheim as the various Raven Queen priestesses deliver back into the main room Yvain, Drycerin, and Beverly. You see Kiro drenched in blood, head to toe, utterly soaked in it. Like she just jumped into the pool and got out, but it was blood, or she just got a bunch of people slaughtered around her or something. No matter what, it's concerning when your friend shows up covered in blood. And thus, there she is, surrounded by 3 different Raven priests, one of them looking quite pleased with herself. What would you like to do?
A medicine check?
That's fair. You charge up and begin a medical examination. So long as Kiro allows it, go right ahead. Callie, over here. Over here. Over here, you shit. Oh.
Good.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Oh my god. Hang on, sorry. My dog's a little dumb. There you go.
Puppies.
No, not that
I'm
way.
so okay.
Uh, We try. We try. Lord and bless her with brains. Um, yes, with a 20, you charge up. You're like, oh fuck, and start looking Kuro over. Um, there's definitely a minute where you could respond, Kuro, before the examination is complete. Where basically Debate just starts like patting you down, pulling clothes, looking for wounds. Yeah.
There was a weird pool. They told me to get in. I'm fine.
Whose blood are you covered in?
And she'll kind of are any of the priestesses that rushed her out, or any of them still there?
Absolutely, I am looking for her fucking name. But yes, sorry, half a moment. I'm gonna grab her stupid name because she's running away from me right here. Hang on, almost there, almost there. Oh my god,
I think it's
there she is.
Levitel?
Correct. Yes, just caught up with her. Yes, you see Liev Tell sort of standing beside Kiro with a surprisingly bright smile on her face. And yeah, she's like, oh, she's fine. I promise, Kiro, it is not Kiro's blood.
Well then, is there a place you could clean up before we take her outside? I do feel like with her, I do feel like if we took her out of the temple, it could cause a bit of a stir. Not draw attention to the blood-covered Wadajinasi.
Oh, of course. It looks at you, Kiro. Would you like a little cleaning out?
It's kind of cold, yeah. If you don't mind.
Okay. Yes, of course. And she starts, casting spells, and will basically start prestidigitating. The blood will just sort of, as if suddenly gaining a great amount of gravity, the blood just starts to just roll down her. It takes about a minute of her doing these like little quiet chants, but yes, the blood does descend off of her body. And she goes, I don't know if the stains are all going to come out, but I did my best.
We can fetch something else. I just didn't want to cause a stir when we walk out the door. You ladies all look quite pleased, Kiro. I take it went well?
Yeah. I think, yeah, it did.
And what are your instructions?
I have to go to the place that I died, get a trident from a body of water, I'm assuming, based on the depth thing, and then kill a champion of the betrayers. She also said that you and everyone else would know what that means.
Ah, oh, how lovely of her. Yes. Oh, that'll be fine. Very good then. Ladies, thank you so much. Are you quite done with your devotions then?
Well, us, no, we're never done with our devotions. But
I was actually speaking to Kiro. I don't know if she's
so
done.
it's
I
hard to
assume
tell who you're looking at.
I am so sorry. I do. I assume as priestesses, you're always on call, as it were.
Oh, fine. Most of the time, we're not always on call. Sometimes we go out for dinner. And she looks at Kiro.
Do I need to do anything else here? Does anybody else have anything they need to do while we're in wherever we are?
I would like to make an offering before we leave, if you're quite good. But if
offering works perfectly.
And now I will actually look at the priestesses, and she's got a set of letters in her hands, with 3 white raven feathers, and a sack of gold. And I was just wondering where I might make an offering.
Oh, wow.
Uh,
There are little places. And then she'll point out maybe like braziers or like little, around the railings and whatnot, and certainly an alms box, which will be present.
so on the papers is where, and I think I'd written to you that I had written this out. It's a detailing of everybody who died on the wall, um, protecting Finch on Finch Day, and everything that she could think of about Thunderfist, like every memory she could think of about Earthbreaker Thunderfist, um, as her memories of offering with her raven feathers and an offering of 500 gold. And she'll say a small little prayer to the Raven Queen, and then we can go about Tal'Dorei.
All right. Beautiful. Excellent. While Yvain's doing that, yes, Tricefern, please.
I was gonna say, there's been some dinner comments and things, and I want to make insight checks on the three people besides Yvain,
Absolutely.
which would be Bev, Kiro, and the priestess. I want to know everybody's feelings on this.
All right, make an insight check for sure.
17.
17. Beverly was like initially like, oh fuck, when Kiro showed up, but very quickly was like chill with it. At this stage of the adventure, weirder shit's happened, I guess. Uh, it's hard to see what the other two ladies look because they're all veiled and stuff. So you can't really see their faces. That's probably by design. The one who is not, however, who they seem to fall behind, this Liebtel woman, she seems deeply interested in Kiro. And you think Kiro might have missed a pass at a dinner date in there somewhere.
Wonderful information, and I'm going to keep it to myself for now.
Fair enough. If you're talking Kiro, we can't hear you, just so you know.
She's sassing me.
Got it. Mm-hmm. Fair enough. Yes. Almost made. And you guys will all, turn to lean and the Liebtel will be like, but it was nice, I think you all come back sometime. It was fun.
We will most certainly be back.
Excellent. And she gives you just like a little smile, Kira, directing a lot of attention in your direction. Cool, and you guys step out into the cold Vasselheim.
All right. Well, we are on an adventure. So I'm sure Beverly is going to actually want to spend some time in Bahamut's temple, and that would be amazing. We should definitely go to see Earthbreaker Groon. Dreisman, you're going to love him, and we should make a report, to be honest with you. Like, I'm sure they're going to want to know what's been going on. And then there's like quite a lovely little market we could go to. So we can just like have a little day, and then at the end of the night we can go back to the hotel. I think that awesome performer is doing like a big show. So we could watch the fancy lady sing songs. And we could drink drinks, and then in the morning we'll go back to Westruun.
Sounds perfect, honestly. I think it's going to be an amazing day.
That's what I was thinking. So yeah,
it sounds like an upgrade for being covered in blood.
I just posted a handout, Roll20, of the priestess that you just met. Got some more details down there. Actually, we're just going to leave it as that. Yeah, so there she is. But anyway, cool. Yeah, you guys are going to have like some drinks, and Beverly goes, "Oh yeah, well, yeah, I'll catch up with you guys later. I'm going to go do a little praying to Bahamut and stuff. See ya." and she'll give a little wave, and she'll catch up with you guys a little bit later. And yeah, you guys can head back to the cabaret and, well, watch some dark dressed ladies perform cabaret.
I think the next, actually, I think we were going to go to, I don't remember, it's not the God's Brawl, but it's where we would find Earthbreaker Groon.
I want to go secret first. Go peek that real quick and change up some boards here because I'm in the long boards. Let's see here. It's in a seal rod. That's where we're going. Ah, the Braving Grounds. That's what we're called.
Called the Braving Grounds.
All right. Look, you. There we go. Nice. Let's see. Okay. You guys make your way out of the Dust Meadow, and you leave sort of the music and light and laughter behind, and instead move into the next district. There you will find a district dedicated to war. Here in the most western part of the city, which is the first place to greet weary travelers coming off the roads, coming from at least one direction, you are going to see all kinds of cool shit. The dark roofs turn into red roofs. The ground is also it's got a lot of red vibes, a lot of red in color, sort of orange stones, browns, and so on and so forth. But you are all taken to the Crucible. Well, actually, I guess that's the question. Where do you want to take them? You taking them to... You want to go see Groot? Okay. Let's see. All right. If that's the case, then you will make your way past the Trial Forge, which is this massive sacred temple to Cord, a place of physical discipline, of spiritual meditation, and bears on it the great lightning bolt wielding, one-eyed giant that is the god Cord, master of competition, battle, all of these things. But you continue onward to a fighting pit, a small fighting pit where you guys, make your way through. And you're going to find in the room, you're going to find in there two people. One is this half-orc that is, despite the bitter cold, is shirtless. His hands are wrapped real tight, and he's doing some hand-to-hand combat stuff. This guy is how do I even begin to describe this shit? He's like training, and he's got these like stone pillars in front of him, and he's just punching like cracks into the rock and then chunks off the stone. He's basically like boxing with cement, and the cement seems to be losing. And he's just throwing hammer blow after hammer blow after hammer blow with immense speed and force. And standing over him, kind of watching, sort of judgingly of it all, is the sort of dark skin, buff as fuck, composed Earthbreaker Groon. This guy is old as shit, but the man's ripped. Both of them are ripped, hella ripped, and they're just training together. But yeah, you approach, walk in.
So I will probably wait until there's a break in training or until I can get the Earthbreaker's attention, and then I will introduce Drycerin as the champion of Cord and Iman and suggest that she has a report. She's a member of the Aurora Concordant, and she has a report on recent things in Tal'Dorei. And we'll step back and let Drycerin do the speaking.
Yeah. You wait. You wait for a little bit. This warrior has not only the strength to punch cement into little bits, but the endurance to keep it out. He fights with fury. And you could see Drycerin, it's more fury he fights with than the monkly skill. But nonetheless, you do see the skill of martial arts being picked up in this individual. And he's got skills, he's got talents. You wait, and eventually it stops. Where I think it just kind of like, not for the lack of endurance on his part, but I think Garoon just kind of makes a little like, grunt. And the half-orc kind of stops, some blood maybe in the knuckles, but he seems unbothered by it. And Garoon will kind of give him a gesture of the head, and he'll walk off and start replacing his bandaging. And Yvain, you'll give your report to Garoon, step back. And he will look to you, Drycerin. He will say, "Welcome, warrior. You have come far to this place. What is it you think that I can give you?"
I was actually here to give information to you.
Very well.
Or as someone as important as yourself, I can't imagine you haven't noticed some of the darker things getting more intense.
You do not need to speak in circles. There are few who know of the true threats that gather, but I assure you, I am one of them. You speak of these champions of the betrayers that roam the continent of Tal'Dorei.
Yes, and one had a tunnel and a larvae, something dangerous underneath Athos. I don't know if that is a concern for any of the temples here, considering this is such a holy city, but it was a concern.
May I?
Please.
Torog's champion fancies herself called the Mistress Below. She wields a maul called Gravel Throsh. She has shown up in Tal'Dorei 3 times. Each time she comes from below a city, and she takes out huge holes underneath. Most recently, she took out underneath the Temple of Arathis in Westruun, and she was not able to corrupt the temple, but she tried really, really hard. She has a fear attack that has done significant damage to Drycerin, although Earthbreaker Thunderfist was able to guide her through that. With any training or wisdom you may have in fighting such a creature, we're fighting her and the champion of Zahir currently, but I don't know much about him other than his mission and his rough location.
There is unfortunately very little that I can do without attempting to intercede in the politics of Tal'Dorei. I have great power within the clergy of the Stormlord, and in this I can lend assistance. But as a leader of Vasselheim, as a leader of Vasselheim, my abilities are limited, unless, of course, you mean to suggest that you believe the Tal'Dorei Council incompetent and requiring of correction.
Truthfully, you've been a part of this since the beginning, right? We brought the crown here, so most of this was wanting to keep you updated because it concerns the betrayers. We don't necessarily need your interceding, but I noticed you doing some training here. I didn't know if Drayson wanted to do some training. We're only here for a day.
Looks over to Drystrom, says, "Is this then the truth of why you've come? You wish to train, and your reports are pretense?"
Not actually. No, I had it the other way around. The report was the priority. Fighting was a privilege.
Well, it is not often the way of the god of war and competition to turn away those with fists to spend. Tell me, what do you think of our champion? And he looks to the half-orc with the, fucking callous, bloodied fists.
An impressive fighter indeed. We've been watching for a while.
You were the great challenger the day of challenging.
I was.
What have you learned since then? Would you say that if you got another run at it, that you would win?
You know, a win is never promised. But I'll fight anyway.
Good. Very good. So would you fight my warrior then?
Absolutely.
Then let us see your medal, challenger, the day of challenging. See if you have learned as much since then. And he will look over. As I get this guy's name, who I just clicked away from. I've got it. It's fine. Let's see. There we go. He tilts his head back and says, "Kern." The half orc turns around, bald, bitten lip. You have been punching these blocks of cement for about an hour now. Your hands hurt so much that you're not ready for a proper fight with a challenger of the day of challenging, all the way from Tal'Dorei, here to test your mettle. And he looks over with a look of who the fuck dares come and try and challenge me? And he says, "I'm never too tired to knock someone on their ass." Ron says, "Then let me not stand between warriors." And he'll back up, and Gron will walk over to you, Drystrom, and he will kind of say, "You sure? This might hurt. I don't know if you're fully recovered getting your ass whooped by the angel."
Okay. Yeah, okay. Sure. And that's all she's got to say.
Say I didn't warn you. And he'll just, like, his knuckles go, like, kind of crack as he, like, brings his hands into fists. And roll initiative. Just gonna whip up a stat block super quick. Yep. Should be easy enough.
Okay, both of those fell off.
Sorry, I'm just gonna quickly make the old boy. You know what? I'm gonna say this. Let's swap over to something else while I make this stat block in the middle of everything. Meanwhile, back in Westruun, Ember and not Nick, but Sir Cedric. You guys are here in Westruun. You've got a little bit of time to yourselves. What would you like to do, if anything? Anything for you, Ember? Nothing for Ember, nothing for Cedric. Okay, okie dokie. Oh, there we are, Cedric.
I mean, the only thing would be he would probably look for a place to stay, not like right next to his sister or anything, but like a 5-minute walk away.
Okay.
A place to rent and grab that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no worries at all there. Let's see here. You are. Let me go over to Westruun and take a look at the map. We'll just say you find some inn. There's surprisingly little detail about what inns and taverns are around. So, yeah, as you go find a way to live by your sister, yeah, you find some little, like, what's it called? I guess a flop house would be the right word, kind of thing. Yeah, you find some kind of flop house. Nothing of poor quality, but a place for you to catch some winks, I guess. While everything's unfolding. Very good. Excellent. Let's see here. All right. What about nothing from Ember? I don't think Ember can hear me. Where's she? Hey, Eric, are you there?
Yep.
Was there anything that you wanted to do around Westruun?
Not really. I mean, I'm just catching up with our prophet guy and trying to get a feel on, what sort of stuff that he might be interested in, and then make suggestions about what I know in and around our bastion, as far as if you wanted to learn a craft or something that was disjointed from the pickle he finds himself in.
Fair enough. Absolutely. Yeah. Let's just go take a little quick look at that. Yeah, you got all kinds of work. He's no to the barracks and no to the armory. He's definitely not a trainer. I don't think the trophy room's really his thing. Not the arcane study. Hey, I've been needing to hire some or put some new people in here for you guys. How though? He kind of looks over. Here's what you have to say. He says, I could just move boxes in your storehouse, I guess. I could do that. It's a little public facing. And then,
Our
you know what? This
foreman
is
is a
actually great.
fantastic guy.
He goes,
Our
goes, oh,
foreman is a
great.
fantastic guy.
But I'll tell you what, you bring up the fact that you have stables, because I believe that's true.
Mhm.
You know, I'd like that could be cool. I mean, I like horses well enough. I could never afford one, but I'd love to work there. That's okay.
Well, you work for us long enough, you'll more than afford one.
He doesn't look terribly unhappy. You see a little flicker of happiness.
And you might get along fine with our gardener. She's a very nice lady.
Well, amazing. I mean, I'm happy to help however I can. I don't like to stay in.
The stable kind of affronts the garden space because there's some obvious overlap.
Right. I mean, I can't. How long is this like adoption thing gonna last? I mean, I don't usually like to stay in one place for too long, and I don't know.
You can feel free to come and go whenever you wish. I understand that you have felt the necessity to move because there is safety in motion.
Yeah.
I can't guarantee you that our bastion is absolutely safe, but nowhere is absolutely safe. But what I can tell you is any of the powers that be that want to go head to head with us, they're that close to Amon, would be asking for a brawl probably larger than they would otherwise anticipate.
I mean, it's a pretty good sell, I'll be honest. Well, maybe I don't know. I guess we'll take a run at it, I suppose, and see if it's, well, I really appreciate it. Thank you. That's what I'm trying to say.
You're very welcome. For us, it really comes down to recognizing that as a group and as individuals, we have been equally cursed and blessed. We have been in, as my new compatriot Cedric put it, in the right places at the wrong times. Or the wrong places at the right times.
Fair enough.
And we've been blessed in that we've come out the other side of that wiser and with greater wealth and influence than we had going in. And if we can help other folks who are in kind of that same bind find a way through, that seems like the right thing to do.
Well, you guys are very impressive. In philosophy, I guess. Also apparently taking down maniac cultists too.
We've had some experience inside of that space.
So I see.
Unfortunately, and it looks like we're going to continue to have more.
Well, I'll do what I can. Thank you. I'll do everything I can to be a good groom, I guess. I guess I'm becoming a groom. That's cool. Yeah, I'll do what I can. Yeah, and he just hangs out with you, and that works for you.
Awesome.
And he seems to really come around to that. Like, he was like I mean, we remember our Zarval conversation. He's like, I don't know. I mean, carve wood. I don't know. But yeah, you bring up the stables, and he's like, horses. Okay. Become a cowboy. Fuck it. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see where he fits in at your place. I can't wait to go to the montage where he just sucks at everything, and then he finally finds that one thing. It's gonna be great. Sweet. In the meantime, let us teleport back to Vasselheim, where I have successfully constructed a stat block. That is really great. It's a great stat block. Okay, Dryson, what'd you roll on your initiative?
31.
Fuck, I think you win. I'm not even gonna roll. I know you can't beat that. Go right ahead. He squares up. What do you do?
Oh, he cracked his knuckles. I'll do the same, but just for funsies, lightning's gonna form out of them.
All right.
And we're activating elemental attunement.
Beauty.
And we're just gonna go in with a couple of hits for fun.
All right. You go in there and just start saying hello in the only way Stormlord people know how to.
Pretty much. And that is a 20 to hit.
Yeah, 20 will hit. Square fucking in the side of the face.
Nice. And we will use a key point for stunning strike. And because of the hide belt, I think my DC is a 16.
Okie dokie. He's gonna roll a 19 on the con save.
Well, that's fine. 4 plus 4, 8 damage, lightning damage on the first attack.
8 lightning damage, got it.
Oh. 8 plus 17. What is 19 plus 8? Is it 27? 27 to hit?
Yeah, that'll hit.
This is going her way fantastically. And you know what? Instead of making a melee, well, no, she already rolled. Never mind, she will. She'll save this. Oh, that's sad. And only 5 more lightning damage. And then she will take her bonus action and go 40, well, whatever movement she has left, and then use just her bonus action to go 45 more feet.
Okay, there will be an opportunity attack then, if that's the case.
That's fine.
Let's see here. I need you to make me. Hang on. Please hold. Okay, we use old rules. Make me an athletics or acrobatics check.
Oh, God. Okay. That's not what I thought was going to happen. Athletics. Oh, that's great. That's an 8.
You go like boom, and you do like 2 pretty decent shots. And you like, oh, he's distracted. Great. And you like turn around to go, and you feel this like vice-like grip grab you by the horn, and your leg kind of goes out from under you, and he's got you grappled. He goes, "Where the fuck are you going? You came all this way."
I thought we were playing a game.
We are. It's called Punch the Dragon Lady. And it's his turn, I presume?
Yeah.
He will enter into a rage. And he is going to fucking boom! He's gonna punch you in the face. As hard as he bloody can. That gets tired. We choose an attack hits. You can move up to half your speed towards the target. Oof. That's kind of fun. Okay, we're gonna get the attacks out of the way before we do the fun stuff. Okay, he doesn't. Sorry, I'm working with a new. Suddenly, I'm fighting with a stat block I don't fight with. He is going to reckless attack, but on the first blow, he is going to forgo advantage to perform a. Oh shit! Oh my god! Yeah, he's going to forgo his attack to do a brutal strike, or forgo his advantage to do a brutal strike. He rolls a 17 to hit, I think. How's 17 do?
Miss.
Next attack, he is going to use the advantage instead of foregoing. And he doesn't do much better. That's a 15. Kind of like shit, honestly. But hold up. We're not done. We got tricks. No. Not enough tricks, apparently. Okay. Yeah, bonus action, okay. That will be that. He's literally got you by the horns, and he's like trying to punch you in the stomach, but you've got the lower block going, and you kind of catching it in your wrists. He's got you grappled, but it's your swing.
So for the elemental strikes, I can when I deal damage with it, I can make someone make a DC 16 with the belt on saving throw. And on a failed, it moves 10 feet toward or away. Would that break the grapple, or would that just be punching him away from me and me going with him?
I think that would break the grapple. Let me check. Okay. Oh my god. Hang on. Jesus, I can't fucking. Movement becomes 0, so then as you use their movement to front, force movement to strength. Force movement breaks a grapple. A grapple creature speeds becomes 0, but it can't benefit from bonus to speed. The condition ends. The grappler is incapacitated. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. Yes. If you were managed to successfully force him away from you, then yeah, it would break the grapple.
Alrighty. First attack. Yeah. 21.
First attack will hit.
He should make that DC saving throw now.
What is the
DC 16 strength saving throw?
All right. 16. That's going to be a 16 exactly to save.
Sad.
Sorry to say.
Oh well.
Yep, barbarian, be strong.
12 points of lightning damage anyway.
All right, yep, he'll take that. Stop 12. All right, well done.
Yeah. And then this time she's gonna breath attack.
Oh shit. Okay, dex save.
Yes, DC 17.
Gonna be a 23 on a natural 20.
Rude.
Yeah. Swings under it.
It's okay.
Still scathes
I still
him.
roll 3d10 and he takes half.
He sure does.
half of 22, so 11.
11 damage. All right. And you've got a bonus action.
I do. Oh, I really don't like being in his stuff.
Oh, as a quick note, he's going to use his reaction to perform a retaliation attack on you.
Okay.
As he is a berserker barbarian, and he's going to, you kind of blast him with lightning, and he just like, as you're blasted with lightning, a fist just comes through the lightning and just goes into your face. And that is going to be 17 to hit. He just can't reach those high numbers he needs to reach.
These bracers are doing a lot of work right now.
Yeah, you like you blast him and this fist comes through and your arm just goes and just like blocks it. And you're like, yeah, I'm this skilled. My arms aren't moving without their. Yeah, this is all me. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Can I use? Well, before my bonus action, can I use my reaction on him?
Oh, depending on the reaction.
When a creature within 5 feet that you see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to cause the creature to make a dex saving throw, or it takes 2d8 lightning or thunder damage. It's called Wrath of the Storm.
I'm rolling garbage today. That will definitely hit. We're changing the dice out because it's bad. It's really bad. Tremendously.
I don't know. I think we're doing okay. I think we're doing fine.
I believe you do.
That's another 12 lightning damage.
12 lightning damage. Understood. Okay, yeah, you're blasting the guy. What's your bonus action?
We are going to take a patient defense.
All right, patient defense. All right, bringing us to his turn as he's still got you grappled. He is going to reckless to cancel out that patient defense.
Okay.
And he is going to attack. All right, let's see how these first 2 strikes go. There's nothing else that we're going to do. Like, come on now. There we go. 24 to hit.
Yeah.
That'll hit. Don't worry, the second attack will miss. That's not a concern. But this first strike does. And he's going to deal. Yeah, there's a reason why it's called the fucking hammer. Hang on a second. I gotta find this special feature of his. I don't always hit, but when I do, it fucking hurts. That's gonna be 5. That's gonna be 10 bludgeoning damage. Sorry for another strike. Let's see here. It starts. Okay, he's also going to make that a hamstringing blow, which means that your speed is reduced by 15 feet. Now, your grapple is not terribly necessary, but he'll do it anyway. And as a bonus action, all of this lightning, I thought I'm supposed to be able to rage. Stops it, but it doesn't work. Let's see here. What could we do? We're not going to waste our fucking limited key points on this. Okay, that will be the turn, I think. Let me see if there's a bonus action. Let me just quickly double check. Oh! He'll take... I forgot. Monks just get a free fucking punch. He'll take the free punch. What am I talking about? Am I crazy? That is going to be 21 to hit.
Yep.
That time. And he's going to do... Doesn't hit quite as hard as the first blow. That's going to be 7 points of damage. All right. You are up, my friend.
I'm trying to apply this damage and it's not working. There we go. I'm gonna spit in his face and say, "I've had a hammer hit harder than that, bitch," and just go and keep on it. Actually, you know what? She's gonna call down a guiding bolt, second level on this.
All right, you will be
tired of this.
He attacked recklessly, so you would have advantage, but this is a ranged attack in melee, so this will be a straight roll attack.
Okay. I forgot I had advantage anyway.
Yeah, you're kicking this guy's ass, man. He's not quite bloody, but he's pretty roughed up.
16 plus 7. 23. 23 to hit.
23 does hit.
1, 2, 4, 5. 10 to 24 damage.
24 damage. He will retaliate at that 24 damage because now he's bloodied. He will turn around and that's going to be a 19 to hit.
That is my armor class.
All right. He just manages to get you. That's going to be, let's see. That's going to be 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
As he just punches you and he goes, "Is that better?" What would you like to do?
We're gonna bonus action. Oh no, I clicked on the wrong thing. Bonus action, Fury of Blows.
All right, Flurry of Blows.
And do I still have advantage or no?
Yeah, you still have advantage. Reckless is for the full dang thing.
$23 to hit.
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
Oh yeah.
And then I need him to make that DC 16 strength saving throw again. I know he's
he will
probably gonna
save.
hit it.
Yeah, unfortunately he saves. He rolls a 16 on the dice. Not including modifiers.
9 more points of lightning.
All right, 9 lightning. Good job.
22 to hit.
22 will hit.
Maybe he'll roll low.
Oh, we're doing it again. Okay. 7,
He's not.
14. That'll be a 15.
Yes!
Your belt just saves you.
I break the grapple then and I push him 10 feet away from me with the lightning.
All right. He gets pushed back.
8 more points of lightning damage.
All right, 8 more points of lightning damage. Takes it. All right, where are you going, Skippy? You got minus 15 to your speed, remember?
Yeah. That's fine. I'll just take 30 feet sideways.
Like that?
Yeah, just have fun with it.
Fair enough.
I'm basically like, let's just make this a game of tag.
All right, fair enough. Is there anything else you'd like to do? No, fair enough. Hey, we're all fun here.
No, there's nothing else I can do.
All right. He is going to run in. And runs right up to you. And he is going to reckless attack. And he is going to attack. First attack disgustingly misses. Just, you're like, because you're really fucking fast. Next attack comes on in. And that one fucking misses. Jesus. Rolling advantage, but I'm rolling garbage. He is going to spend a key point to Flurry of Blows. There we go. That's going to be a 22 to hit. That's going to be... That's going to be 14 bludgeoning damage. And last attack rolling in. That's a natural 20. It could, trust me, it could have been worse. He missed the strike for that. So that'll actually only end up being 10 damage at the end of the day.
Oh, I don't die. Woo!
You don't die. Do you want a lingering injury, or do you want a exhaustion?
You know, it'll be fun having a lingering injury from him. I can be like, I got this from Kern. Ha ha ha.
Nice. You should see the other guy. Incredible.
Oh,
all right.
and can I use my reaction to make the Dex thing again? The
Sure.
Wrath of the Storm.
That one is going to be a 22.
It's fine. He still takes half.
All right. And I need you to roll a d20 for your lingering injury.
5. Ugh. That's sad.
5. He comes in with this natural 20 strike, so he pummeled you in the face, and then he came in with a fucking hail driver, and you feel this decisive crack as he cracks you in the ribs. You have broken ribs, my friend.
That's fine.
I'm just going to post you what the deal is for your body going forward.
He takes half of 15 lightning damage.
All right, so 7 points. All right, there is what is happening to you, my friend. 7 points of damage. He will, as he's feeling the end of the fight coming and he's staggered, he is going to just right out of the gate use his retaliation. Because you got him good. What is uncanny parables? Shit, it goes off that. No, we don't need to worry about that. Okay. Oh, right, he's an orc. He's going to keep going. Yeah, he will take a retaliation strike. And that's only a 17. All right, you're up to bat, my friend. He's looking pretty. He's looking mighty, not quite right on his feet.
Mm-hmm. Off the bat, she's gonna second level cure wounds herself.
He goes, that's shitty sportsmanship right there.
No, this is what makes it fun.
You're a very mean lady.
Really? We're court, dude. Who said we have to be nice?
Codes mean, just punch me. Fuck, this is taking too long. Your words hurt. Just punch me.
Trying to find D8s and it's not working. Been using the same 2.
My back is ripped.
Got it, finally. 17 hit points back to me.
All right. And then...
Fury of blows.
All right. Advantage, because reckless.
Advantage.
I will need you to make me that con saving throw. Yeah. Because that hurts.
13.
You're good. Go for it. Yeah, your shielding goes through just fine.
18 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful. I know he's gonna succeed, but for funsies, can I push him 10 feet away from me?
No, you cannot. As he rolls a 24.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. He's hurt, but he's going to the last. He digs his ankles in. He's not going anywhere. He's a tree.
10 more lightning damage.
All right. 10 more lightning damage. He's barely standing.
Nope, fail the con save.
Wait,
does the second attack still work if I make it the first time? Or?
You did 2 flurry of blows, right? Or you did a flurry of blows?
Yes, and I get 2 strikes, but
You get 2 strikes, yeah.
does the con save count for both of them, or do I do it each strike?
Oh, no. Yeah, you're good. Sorry, I lost you. You're talking about the broken ribs. You're good.
Yes.
It says attempt an action in combat. I'm going to just say, like, your main action is where you got to roll the con save, otherwise you're good.
Okay.
So you're good. Go for it.
Nat 20.
Oh, fuck. All right. I'm going to be very honest. I'm just going to do a quick roll here. Oh, no. Oh, no, bro. You just fucking... He falls over in the dirt, and you're like, let's go. And then as you're like walking away, you hear behind you, hey, Bell, old drool goes down a slip, and you're like, oh, I punched him too hard. He's like,
Immediately, are we out of combat?
Gron's gonna be. You look at Gron like, and Gron's like, he finds the little gavel and goes, ding, 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 on the little bell nearby. He goes, yeah, we're calling it. And the guy's like,
yeah. First level healing word.
You do a little heal word, and like that goes all back together, but he's still like, hey, fuck. Did
I break his jaw?
His jaw, I mean, it's not broken, clearly. Do a quick medicine check, Dryster, as you look at him over. You're like, are you okay, dude? Like, I rung your bell there, didn't I?
22.
22. You look him over, and you're like, his jaw's bruised, and like, but it's not broken. You're like, did I give him he might be concussed? And you're like, look him over, and then you're like, he could be concussed, right? But he's like not able to like really form words. He's like, he's just not mentally there in any way. And you get the sense you brain damaged him, maybe permanently. And he's just like, Kron's like, don't worry, he'll be more effective this way, I think. Right, Kron? And he pats Kern, and he pats his back. Kern goes, yeah. Okay.
I'm so sorry.
He looks at you, Dryster, and goes, no, do not be sorry. Every warrior who enters a fight knows the risks they face, and, well, we'll get them figured out. Yes, Yvain?
When you allow, Yvain will come down, and would like to put a 3rd level Cure Wounds on both him and on Drycerin, just because they took a lot of damage.
Yeah, sure, you do a little healing.
Yeah.
Gron barely, or Kern doesn't seem to really notice it. He does heal, but he doesn't seem to notice it. Just kind of, kind of starts just like pulling at your hair, all your vein. What the fuck? Fucking pink.
Can I do a medicine check while he's fascinated by me?
I will say Drycerin can turn to you and give
brain
you
damage.
Yeah,
I gave him brain damage.
Which is not curable except for through extreme magical methods.
I will add his name to the list. Drycerin, you must learn control. You can't hurt the people you work with, my love.
This is Roshgra all over again.
This is the first person you've done this to?
Remember, you were there. Oh, Oh.
Ron says, no.
Earthbreaker.
Listen,
Earthbreaker.
the greatest of warriors are usually a little brain damaged. This might actually make him a better fighter in the end. We will do what we can to, rehabilitate him, but, well, good punch.
I may, if not now, I know there is a spell that would heal him. I can't do it yet, but if you think it is something that you would like when I am able to do it, I will, if it is what you choose, or not. It is simply an option. It is all.
I kind of feel like it's more like his choice.
Yeah.
He looks over at Kern and he goes, Kern, get up here. This isn't about you so much anymore. You didn't even win. And Kern's like, yeah. He kind of stumbles off towards the pits because this is the holy city of Vasselheim. We will be able to find what he requires. And I have no doubt he is interested in doing some holy quest for it. So fear not. Give it a week or two. You'll be fine. We'll find the correct healers. But Westruun, good fucking punch. We've gotten better since your battle.
Oddly, I feel like I had a little more, like the odds were more in my favor today.
I don't know what the fuck that means, but I'm glad you think so.
I'm feeling kind of like I was more blessed by Cord than he was today, and I'm kind of feels like a pity win on my end, which is something I'm going to go have to work out with him. But anyway.
Oh no, Cord fully thought he was going to kick the shit out of you, honestly, and he felt kind of bad about it. I promise you. He was kind of looking at that stat block going, oh no, I don't want to kick the shit out of her twice in a row, in fact, I'm pretty sure. And I'm an Earthbreaker, so I would know.
So maybe it was the 31 on initiative that threw everything off.
Perhaps it was the fact he had a 15 AC. His rage couldn't stop any of your attacks because it wasn't bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing. And he couldn't roll for shit today. Perhaps it was these reasons that Cord favored you this day.
Yeah. I had a feeling about the lightning damage because
that was
not a lot of things stopped that.
It was pretty devastating. Well, you have fought well, and you have, in fair bout, wrung Kern's goddamn bell. So I will ask you this, Graveseer. You have much that you mean to pursue, and you have fought well in the name of the Stormlord, and failed in the name of the Stormlord. For war is the pursuit of rising after the fall. Loss is nothing except in the warrior's heart. And here you are, Vasselheim, kicking the shit out of my champion. Thanks for that. Brain damaging, in fact.
It was an invitation from you, so I feel like I stepped up to the challenge.
Come back to me tomorrow morning. I must speak with some who would listen to the thrum of the storm. Return to me then, and I will have for you perhaps what you have truly come for.
Thank you, but that's very cryptic. But thank you.
It is not so cryptic. I know what is in your hearts. You desire victory over your enemies.
Yeah, considering they can destroy the world. A little bit.
Glycerin, we worship Cord. We're pretty simple creatures.
I get it. I'm gonna stop questioning and just be here
All right,
tomorrow.
I'm gonna go talk to like a diviner, and she's going to do a divination, and I'm gonna ask her some questions regarding what's happened here, and they might give me a little insight into where to send you next on your quest. How's that?
Sure. Yeah, that'll be
All
nice.
right. I'll tone down the
you.
cruel rhetoric with people in the future.
No, it's
No, I was
great.
into it.
I'm just
actually.
very
you sure?
paranoid.
It's a little okay. All right. Okay.
Very paranoid at this point. Not
all right.
Not a you
I could
thing.
tell. I could tell. Okay.
Thanks. I kind of got my head knocked around by this big lady with a hammer, and she made me insane for 72 hours. I don't trust a lot of
I've been there. You should meet my ex-wife. I've been there.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at me now, Mo. I'm a Thunderbreaker. I'm the Earthbreaker. That bitch. The fucking hammer. Anyway, sorry. I'm gonna go. I will see you tomorrow in the early morn. Bye. This has been a most silly day. And he leaves. Not playing the character too well, unfortunately. Alright. Well, Drysford shows up with like some street meat, fucking like a sausage on a stick. Goes, hey guys, I knew I'd find you here. How's things going? What happened to that guy?
It's a girl's day.
Yeah.
Drysford gave someone brave damage.
It's a girl's day.
There was it that half-orc guy? He tried to take my food from me. He didn't put up much of a fight though. He just like kind of pawed at it a little weirdly. He kind of mumbled something about.
No, where is he?
Drysrin.
Sorry.
We're good. You know something? Listen. I need to go to the library, and I'm going to give the three of you a choice. You can come with me to the library, or you can go to the market.
Market.
I knew that. I knew that.
Okay.
I mean, library.
I'll go wherever you guys go. If you guys want to go to the library, I'll go to the library.
Wait, no. But if
No,
we shouldn't be splitting up. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Oh,
If they say like that. Yeah.
I'll go to the market.
Yeah.
Half and half.
Beth, you and Kira will be going to the market.
Okay.
You know,
You should
Cool.
figure out things. Ooh.
Drysrin, there are monks where I'm going. Why don't you come with me? Please don't pick on the monks. They're like scholarly monks, right?
No. Yeah, I get it. I
Like, they're
understand.
smart.
I have some friends back in the. Yeah, it's okay. I understand.
Okay.
Are you going to
Thank
punch
you.
these friends?
No.
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 I
please don't punch
understand that these friends read the cool text that I need to understand my spells. So.
You guys go to the market. We're going to go to the library.
Okay. Bye. All right. You guys, let's take off. Magnifique. Who has the sending stone for Shirkin?
Ember has that.
Dope. Okay, we're gonna do a little fast tracking here. So you guys go to the library. What are you doing at the library? Kobold soul monks are like, we only do books here, welcome. And that's it, and nothing else. Bing. What do you guys do?
Yvain wants to look for information on the trident.
All right. Make me an
And-
investigation check at advantage.
17 plus 5, 23.
23. Okay. You don't find much other than old sort of myth from the Calamity, which is you basically find only because of the context you possess of the Trident itself. There is very scarce information, but there is like things here and there, myths about how they thought that there was this warrior who it's all like an undead pirate, basically. They tell a tale of this like ghost pirate ship that was led by a cruel captain, and you foresaw these mists coming in. You would disappear into the dark, never to be seen again. And these were what were passed around by sort of the forces of the betrayer gods. It really is just like at the end of the day, it's literally like ghost ship, like old sailor stories. And the best you can tell is like the person at the center of this is either some kind of like undead pirate lord or some kind of like ferocious captain who had like this who hunted by night. The thing that sort of binds them together is that this figure had either control of the moon or the waves or the water or the depths of the depths, or it's just like a whole bunch of like undead pirate lord stuff. And their commonality is that this person wielded a gorgeous silver trident but disappeared in the Syrian Channel and was sort of like the scourge of nobody really knows, just the sea. It could have been the betrayer gods, it could have been everybody. Real shrouded in mystery kind of thing. The books don't say much, unfortunately.
And of course there's not a map to say it happened right about here. Of course,
absolutely not, unfortunately.
I didn't think so.
There is definitely certain things to consider, is that while libraries are definitely the best source of finding information, they aren't everything, especially when it comes to sea stuff. A lot of it is oral tradition, a lot of it's old sailor stories. So naturally you don't find much about Calamity pirates.
Westruun, was there something that you wanted to look at? You won't find a better library in Exandria.
Ironically, I never really shoved myself into the studying thing. Reading people is kind of where I like to stay, so I kind of was just like, I'll support you, Vane, and maybe see some cool people while we're here.
All right.
I mean, I could go see if there's anything cool on Cord.
Well, we're looking for vestiges, right? So
yes.
I don't know if Cord has a vestige, but that's the thing. These people, the monks here, if there's anyone in the world who can find them, who can find out, it's these particular lore masters. There's none, I mean, I am a little... No, I'm speaking completely objectively. There's no one better, period. If it exists, they can find it. And I tip really well, and so she'll put 500 gold down for the monks to assist Westruun with her search, and will leave you.
Okay.
All right. As a note, you guys are you're each attended to by a monk, like at all times, never leaving their sight.
That's nice.
But yeah, you tip 500 gold. The monks are like pretty even keel, but even this kind of draws a flare of the eye, not of greed, but of just kind of, they don't see that much gold to pass through. But the librarian definitely looks at you, Drystrand, and says, yes, if you want to explore the lore of religion, you've come to the right place. You wish to know more about the Stormlord?
Something like that. I don't want to go into his history about if there's anything important.
Very well. Right this way.
Didn't seem important.
Give me
Can I shoot for religion?
For what, sorry?
Is religion a long shot?
Nah, go ahead, take advantage.
What's it? God, I'm gonna keep doing this. 18 plus 7?
25.
25?
Okay.
I have a 7 to...
Sorry, how much? 15 or 25?
25.
Ooh.
I rolled an 18 on the die and I have a plus 7 to religion.
All right. I'm going to give you something cool for that.
Yay. Drystrand's winning today.
Yeah, you're having a fucking great day. The stars are aligning. All right. I'm going to give you some stuff. Here we go. First things first. You find some pretty crazy lore. Some records whisper that Cord was not always a god. There is fragmentary stone tablets that suggest he was once a mortal warrior chieftain who slew an elemental titan of storm and was taken up by the prime deities. However, this is heavily disputed, and most scholars call this heresy. But the Cobalt Preserve preserves this under a very specifically titled speculative origin, and largely regarded as probably not. Probably not true. Let's see here. We're going to move past that. One Scroll records a lost campaign in the Calamity where Cord actually had a direct confrontation with Torog himself. The Stormlord struck the earth so hard that caverns collapsed and entombed Torog deeper in his prison. This quake, is said, created the fault lines beneath what would later become Xhorhas, or parts of Xhorhas. So if you were to look at a Wildmount map, there's a lot of fragmented islands on the eastern coast. That is said to be the fault lines where the Stormlord struck the earth and buried Torog. So some records state that it was Cord who originally captured Torog within the earth. What else we got? There is some information and fragments suggesting that Cord actually lent strength to a primordial storm element during the Calamity, binding it in exchange for its service. Some whisper that this being still exists in the elemental planes, and the Stormlord may call it back when Exandria is most imperiled, but it would be certainly a devastating act. According to an old hymn, locked in the vaults, Cord himself appeared during the founding of Vasselheim, where his foot struck, the earth split, and a river carved its way down the mountain. Interpreted as a sign that even cities must test themselves against the elements. There is something about, before the day of challenging, there was something known as the Breakers Tournaments. Brutal contests where warriors fought until lightning struck the victor's blade. The games were abandoned when the Stormlord's champions slew 3 rivals in a single strike, and the spectacle was deemed too dangerous for mortals. Okay, these are the last juicy tidbits I will give you. There is a half-rotten Velium map that hints at a storm temple buried within the Cliff Keep Mountains, sealed since the Divergence. It's supposed to hold the Storm Lord's Challenge, a ritual so deadly that only one mortal in history ever survived it, and they say that mortal gained from Cord directly the powers of a demigod, enough to battle in fist and lightning champions of the Betrayers back during the Calamity. Ding! Phineas, I know what we're going to do today. So yeah, you are able to recover this half-rotten Valium map, and surprise, surprise, it's not complete. That is what you learn. Both of you learn after maybe a couple of hours of study before the libraries close, and it's time to go watch Ladies Dance on stage.
Yvain intentionally left her there.
Oh,
knowing.
Go ahead.
Knowing full well that she would be followed by a monk of her own, and she would wait. As soon as she was outside of Dreiser's line of sight, and when another monk approached, she would hand her mask to identify herself as a monk, and she'll say, "I'm from Westruun. I am here at the invitation of Gloria Ios. Would you escort me to the seer, please?"
Okay, sure. We'll see that they're closing at this point because you did research, and the research will take as long as Dreiser's research. I mean, in fairness.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
But nonetheless, you can be escorted to Gloria Io. You make your way in. You find her sort of planetarium and her working away as she does. And she turns and sees you. And she says, hello. We've met before, haven't we?
We have. Yvain.
Okay.
Can I see you in the morning?
Sure. You can't see me now?
No, I know, it's nighttime and everything's closing down. But the super short story is, you said that as soon as I could get here of my own accord, that you would train me, and boy, do I need it, because I'm misinterpreting everything, and I'm making a terrible mess of things. So, I can get here by a tree, or I can, depending on what city I'm in, I can use a teleportation device to get here.
Okay, you want to train. Excellent. So you're here. Why would you need to teleport if you're going to be an apprentice under me?
Well, no, you don't remember. It's okay. I'm currently working with the Tal'Dorei Council, so I'm not in a position to stop and train. I apologize. I misunderstood.
I'm happy to work with you here and there, but divination, as I'm sure you recognize, is no small task. It's not something that is just sort of done on the fly part-time. I've dedicated my life to it, after all.
Of course. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Well, if you require guidance, come by. If you ever have time to commit to a full apprenticeship, then also come by, I suppose.
Thank you so much. And she'll immediately just go back to Dreiser, and that'll be it.
Cool. All right, moving over to Kira. Kira. You're going to go to the market. You go with Beverly, who is like, so, how are things now that you're getting to know us again, I guess?
I am starting to understand why I probably fell in with all of you in the first place. There are definitely still things that are weird. I get the sense some of those things are just weird.
Yeah, we're pretty weird. That's fair.
Bad. Sometimes Yvain gets a little scary.
Yeah, she's terrifying, but in like a good way. And so is Ember. I mean, I think that's kind of our group. We're just all well. I don't think I am, but I know like a lot of us are very terrifying in like good ways. I'm like kind of not. I'm not as like on their level. I'm like a squire kind of technically.
With a sword that big on your back that you talk to.
Yeah, isn't it cool?
It's a lot of things.
Yeah.
So it talks just to you.
Yeah, in my head. I don't think I'm crazy. I had I mean everybody like looked at it, and cast spells over it, and did all kinds of things before I like really took it up. And yeah.
It talks to you. Does it tell you what to do in battle?
No, it doesn't tell me what to do. It doesn't really tell me what to do in battle either. I think it shares its opinion mostly about some things, but that's all really.
I just wondered was all.
Yeah. I'll tell you a secret if you want to know. It doesn't really like the Tal'Dorei Council too much. I mean like not like with a burning fury, but it thinks that it's like kind of incompetent. And I mean, I'll admit it says a lot of stuff that kind of makes sense a little bit, so it's hard to not agree. But he's really wise. He's smarter than I am.
From what I remember, which is little, but it usually goes that the bigger things are, the more moving parts they are, the harder it is to get things to work.
Well, like in an artificer kind of way.
Life kind of, and if these people are who I think they are, and they're responsible for any amount of people over a city's worth, making decisions is difficult, I guess.
Oh, sure, but like there's places in the world that work way better than in Tal'Dorei, right? I mean, Vasselheim works pretty great, I think. I mean, everybody's got their place. Everyone seems pretty doing their thing, and I don't know. I haven't been to any other like major like governed nations, so not much to compare to. But if I compare it to Vasselheim, I mean, Vasselheim seems to work way better than Tal'Dorei. In fairness, Vasselheim's been around a lot longer.
Yeah. How long has this been a thing? I get the sense it's been a long time, but no one said a number yet.
What, Vasselheim?
Yeah.
Oh, Vasselheim's like the bastion of civilization. It's like the first city ever. Like that, and she points to the Temple of Bahamut, this like ancient fucking temple. Says that's like a pre-calamity temple. That's like the first Temple of Bahamut like ever.
So many things into context. That makes so much sense.
Yeah, this is like the first the first settlement ever, or at least the only one to survive the calamity. I always get that mixed up.
Wondered why religion was such a big thing here, but that makes sense. Respect.
Yeah, I think that makes sense, I guess. And the gods are pretty great.
Yep.
Man. What's your favorite god?
The Raven Queen is the only one that I got bathed in blood for, so I feel like that should be my answer. But also, so far, it's been that one or the one where Drycerin punched somebody so hard she gave him brain damage.
That one's, yeah, Chord's pretty cool. Do you, actually, I got a good question for you. Do you think people, like, maybe don't, like, think about or respect Chord as much as they should these days? In Tal'Dorei, especially? You haven't really been to Tal'Dorei too much. You've only seen Westruun, right? I mean, since you lost your memory.
That seems intense, and it would make sense if that's not something that everyone wanted to worship on a daily basis. He's kind of he kind of seems like he's not for everyone, but for the people that get it, it works.
I mean, she kind of leans in. She goes, I mean, if this whole Iron Authority thing's going to happen, I mean, like, people got to be ready for it, right? And that's like Cord's thing. Oh, you don't know about that either, do you? Has anyone told you about that? Oh, that's a big beast. Oh man, I'm not trying to like lore drop on you or anything.
Literally or figuratively.
Okay, I'm gonna keep it real simple. So you're in Westruun. Basically south of Westruun is like jungles and mountain, and in the jungles and mountains, there's these like really bad like hobgoblins, and they're like a huge war machine that's prepping to come kick our butts. That's basically a good way of describing it. They're like slavers and tyrants and really evil. And that's the big overarching synopsis of the Iron Authority. They're bad and they're coming for us. And people are thinking about knocking the walls down.
Is that why? What's his name? Red one with the dog. Zarval.
Yeah, Zarval.
He's so angry all the time?
Yes, mostly. I think I can't. It could. I don't know. Probably. Most probably. I think I think it's friendly, but he and Yvain kind of like poke at each other a lot, and he might be grumpy because of that. But then again, he does it to her too. I don't understand their relationship too well, but it seems to work for them. But I think mostly it's the Iron Authority. Yeah.
That sounds like the kind of thing that would make someone that
grumpy. Yeah, grumpy and angry. Yeah, that's fair.
Time.
Yeah. It's at this point you're going to hear, "Oh, Kiro," and you're going to turn around to see Leah of Tel in the market. She's going to say, how fortunate I ran into you here. I was just out shopping.
Hero does legitimately freeze for a second and then kind of catch herself and goes, "Hi, Beverly, this is," and she'll just general introductions, like, "Here are these two people," and then she freezes because she doesn't know what to do.
Leah of Tel will kind of give like a little curtsy to Beverly and say, "I am High Warden Leah of Tel Tulas of the Dusk Meadow. I'm a member of the Coven of the Vale and the highest of the Trust of Winter. It's a pleasure to meet you." I was like, "Wow, that's a lot of you must be very important." She goes, "Well, I'm one of the two Dusk Maidens who have a say in Vasselheim and how things are run. So I like to think that's pretty high up the rank."
You didn't tell me that the last time we met.
You didn't ask, Kira. There's a lot you don't know about me. But I'm always willing to tell you more. But you'll have to indulge me.
I'm supposed to be... Bev, do you still want to go to the
market? Sure. I mean, we're here. Yeah. And Leah of Tel says, well, don't let me take away from your day, but I'll tell you what. Have you ever heard of the Velvet Cabaret, Kira?
That's where we're staying.
Perfect. What do you say me and you catch a show?
That.
Good. Well, I'll see you there at dusk.
I'll be there.
And she just smiles at you and says, well, it's good to meet you, Bev. And she will meander away.
As soon as she is out of earshot, Kiro is going to whip out and turn and look at Bev and go, "Bev, I have bloodstains on my clothes from this morning. I can't go to dinner like this. What did I agree to? Why did I say yes? What happened?"
I don't.
That happened so fast.
Yeah. Well, that's great. I mean, that's pretty high up there. I mean, quite a catch.
It's like I blinked. I blinked and it was over. Thank you. Do you have anything you need? She is like, her mind has been scattered in 50 different directions.
I goes, okay, yeah, let's get you some clothes that aren't bloodstained, and then we'll get you to the Velvet Cabaret. How's that?
Thank you.
Okay, right over here. And you can just put some money down, and yeah, you can return to the Velvet Cabaret, in which, you know, all three of you will presumably, or four of you will presumably meet up. I'm trying to move through the night to try and get this party back together a little bit. But two things of relevance happen. You, Dreiser, and Yvain walk in to see kind of Beverly chilling at the group table a little bit, or table that has been bought for the group. And she's like having a little drink. And she's kind of staring very, very curiously across the bar where Kiro is sitting with Liebtel. And Liebtel seems to be having a very good time with Kiro, and maybe Kiro is as well. Anyone want to do anything with that? Take a bite out of that? Yep.
Insight check, Bev.
Okay.
I love that. I love that I'm more concerned about Bev right now. Oh no. Not great. 15?
Concern, curiosity, definitely nosy. Like, these would be the simplest ways of putting it. Kind of her thing. She's kind of got her eyes glued on the table.
Wonderful.
Cool.
Beth,
Hi.
I wanted to say thank you.
For what?
Well, I honestly thought that a pilgrimage was because this was a holy city and it's the first city and like it's a big deal. I thought it was that was the thing, and I learned something, and so I appreciate your sharing that with me. But also, I know that sometimes it's harder for you to put yourself forward. I really appreciate your honesty and that you taught me something. And I just wanted to say thank you because I appreciate that. And I'm too much sometimes. I don't mean to be scary.
Oh, you're welcome. And it's okay. I mean, I guess you guys wouldn't be very good heroes if you weren't scary, right? You're a scared bad guy.
Yeah, but I don't want to scare you. It's just I don't like it when my friends' feelings are hurt. Like Tracer, like I get that your mom doesn't like me, but like you were amazing on the day of challenging, and like both your mom and your dad, they looked like they bit skunks in the ass. It's like it was like they had the foulest taste. Like the face that they made, and it's a lot for Dragonborn, which really aren't as expressive. And I just thought, you know something, they can make her feel bad on another day. Today we're going to talk about how great Tricerin is. You know something, like the Underguards were there, right? Everybody's parents were there. It's not like they were out of line. However, if I have been out of line with either of you, I do apologize. It was done out of love, but that doesn't mean I have the right to be making either of you uncomfortable.
Oh, I don't think. Where's this coming from? I mean, Did something happen?
Well, yeah, well, all right. So I was thinking about how Kaylor responded to me, and then I started thinking about like how everybody thinks that I'm whoring myself, but I'm not. Not that there's anything wrong, or that I wouldn't, because like sex work is real work. Oh my goodness. However, it's just not what I happen
Sex
to
work
be
is real
doing.
work. Okay, got it.
That's actually really important. Um, but it's just not the line of work that I'm in. But somehow, and I don't even know how, because I'm a freaking librarian, I don't know how I keep giving it off. But then Cedric like explained it to me. I thought, oh, but shit, I don't know how I could even stop those things. So here I am giving off things that I'm not actually. And then you've said that I'm scary. And like, honestly, if someone else thinks I'm scary, it's fine. But I don't want you to think I'm scary because that really sucks.
Oh, okay. There's a lot. Okay, let's see.
Sorry.
Well, I mean, no, don't be sorry. Okay, great place to start. Maybe it's because you are a librarian that people think you're in sex work. I mean, a lot of people are into the librarian look thing. I've heard around here that there's a whole thing around librarians. I saw this one shop once, and it was like they gave away books that were like kind of surprising to read, and everybody was walking around dressed not like I normally knew librarians to dress like. Anyway, this isn't what to say. Maybe that's why we got maybe a sexy librarian thing going on. I don't know. And I mean, it's okay that you're kind of scary. I mean, we're adventurers. I mean, we're not supposed to be balanced.
I know, but you are amazing and I love you, but I realize that sometimes my love is aggressive.
Yeah.
And I just need, we're just checking in. We're just checking in, right?
Yeah.
We're just checking in. All right. And
Oh no, don't worry.
so,
I'm very used to it. It's okay.
I know, but like I love you, and then also for the trice, it's the same. Just checking in.
Yeah, and also upset my parents all you like. Honestly, the more of an inconvenience you can be for them, the happier my heart is.
That's so mean. They really dislike me.
I know. You know what?
All right, we're gonna.
Maybe I should ask.
Switch.
Sorry, I'm gonna move us along just because.
Yes,
Sorry.
No.
We're a little disjointed from trying to get together. But just to wrap up your thing, Kiro. How's Kiro responding? Like you've interacted enough with the hotel, and she's buying you drinks and she's buying the food for you guys. Like she's putting the coins down. She laughs. She's having drinks and really enjoying the time and applauding the performers and enjoying time with you. Is Kiro like super like the whole time, or is she kind of relaxed? How's Kiro doing?
No, I definitely feel like she had her freak out, and then by the time I got back to by the time I get back to the hotel, she was fine. She just needed to freak out beforehand. She's definitely, I think she is enjoying herself. It's the first time that this is gonna sound so bad. The first time that her not having her memories hasn't been like front and center, and so she's just enjoying being able to just relax after what has been a very stressful 24 to 48 hours.
Fair enough, yeah. And this, as you know, this lady's initial interest has appeared because of your lack of memories and then your interaction with Raven Queen and all. And and she seems to be very I don't know, I guess celebrating of everything and where you are and everything. She goes, well, it doesn't always have to be a bad thing. You get to try and you get to experience things all over again, new experiences all over again. Things, trust me, as an elf, things can get a little dull after a couple of centuries, but there's, I guess, the benefit of that. You get to re-experience things that you've done before.
I think I was worried when I lost them about how much I was missing But the longer that I have gone without them, the more I have started to actually enjoy being able to experience things again.
Yeah, isn't that wonderful? Like, here, try this. And she's gonna like do a little chip and dip. She's gonna take some dip, and she's gonna like feed it to you.
She'll take it.
She'll take it. And it's really good. Like, it's the Velvet Cabaret, so like it's delectable, tasty food. Mardi Gras shit, right? She goes, good, right? Good to experience things for the first time.
Yeah. If everything is as good as that, I think I'm okay with not having my memories for the time being.
She kind of smiles at you and she says, well, if I could be a little bold. And she'll kind of like put her hand on your hand and she'll say, there's other things that I guess technically you haven't experienced for the first time that could be probably way better than that chip and dip.
Then, oh god.
What do you have to lose? I mean, could be.
If you're willing to show me, I'm willing to learn.
I'm definitely willing to teach. And Dryser and Yvain and Beverly will see Leotel with Hero by the wrist, gently dragging her off to where bedrooms ought to be. And we'll fade to black over there with whatever's going on over there. We'll leave all that to the imagination. Yeah, we'll progress. So, first thing is first. Actually, I have two things that are going to happen tonight. First is going to go to you, Ember. Ember Van Zyl. Ember, do you sleep in your ring tonight? As usual?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. You are going to see the sort of the sort of door burn itself into the wall, and you're going to hear a pleasant knock from the other side.
Come on in.
The door opens with Estrix, comes through, and he comes through with some energy. And he says, Ember, I have magnificent news, my boy. Magnificent news. You know how we were discussing the Changebringer the other day?
Yes.
You got me really excited. I've been looking into it a whole bunch, and you know what? I'll tell you what. I think we have a little adventure ahead of us. I've been feeling the need to repay you that you gave me the device from the Volcano Island and everything, and it's the least I can do. I think, and I'm pretty sure, but I think I might have found a lead for not just any vestige of divergence, but the Changebringer's own necklace, known as the Kiss of the Changebringer. I figured you might need it. Track it down together. What do you say?
I'm speechless.
Me too.
It's a fantastic opportunity, particularly with what is going on across Tal'Dorei at the moment.
Indeed. Now, yes.
I feel like we're behind.
Of course, you must. I only know what you have told me, but I know you need some help, my boy. And I have friends in strange places, and have learned of a legend indeed of what is known as the Kiss of the Changebringer, a jewel slipped from the neck of Avandra herself by Asmodeus, back in the time of the Calamity. Now, I don't perfectly know its final resting place, but I'm closing in on it, my boy. I'm closing in on it. I am certain of this, though. It has something to do with the diabolical cults of Asmodeus. They are in possession of it. these are the leads that I have so far, and I'm going to continue to explore. But I figured it's something we could do together, huh? Patron and Warlock together.
It certainly is an intriguing possibility. Thinking a thumb and an eye quite that large is intriguing in and of its own nature at this point.
Of course. Well, I am going to keep looking. Your friends are quite talented into looking things as well. Feel free to share the information as you please, and we'll work together and see if we can't bring this to fruition, huh?
Absolutely. I'll talk with Yvain when she gets back from Vasselheim.
Most certainly, my boy, most certainly. Now, before you go, I have one last little slip of information that I might share with you about the actual vestige itself and what it does. And you might tell me if I'm on the wrong track here, because you might need a specific kind of vestige. But anyway, what I've heard of the Kiss of the Changebringers, it's a magnificent jewel, emerald set on a silver chain, and it is a thing of possibility. And makes it more... You're more able to sort of slip out of tight spaces, really, at the end of the day. Making you harder to track down, harder to defeat. It's more of a defensive item to its wearer, from what I am led to believe and understand. Take some time, consider for yourself if this is what you're after. But I am going to keep looking. I think I'm on the right track. I promise it will not take long.
And I'm again beyond words. I know the task that lies in front of us, and every tool and advantage is going to be needed, I fear.
Indeed.
What we've seen from the one champion that has been the most public and the most active is dauntingly frightening.
Yes, I didn't get the full description, but the state of your party thereafter was concerning. So I'll do what I can for you, and see where it goes. But be on the lookout. I do not think it will take long for me to continue to chase the spread down. It should only be a day or two, I think.
Thank you, sir.
Of course, my boy. Gotta stick together, me and you. All right, get yourself some sleep, lad. I'll give you a kind pat on the shoulder. And he'll meander out with kind of... I mean, you haven't seen Asterix this excited. He's kind of... It seems that Changebringer's brought a little enthusiasm into his life. And he kind of meanders out, closes the door, and it vanishes away as quick as it can.
That's a lot to think about.
Enough. Now, Yvain, our resident seer. If ever you want to have visions from your DM, play the Oracle. That is how you get it. So, your dreams, Yvain. Sorry about your spells that you cast. God doesn't care. Your dreams are not as they usually are, right? Dreams are usually these sort of miasma, foggy, coming and going kind of things that recede and are formless, difficult, dark even. This is light. Blinding white light. Wherever you look, it's like truly impossible to see. And you see down from the sky, like you are the cloudless sky, like you have the vantage of an eagle, or the sun itself, and you look down to see the Vow of Salt. Your eyes, again, very telescopic. It's like you're a bird, really. Sort of kind of come up. And you swing your vision over to see this cove. Kind of flying with all of the light behind you. Like you are the druid, like you've been in your wild shape, Yvain. And all of the light is thrusting you forward, giving you truth and vision and clarity. And you fly in at a miraculous speed, like the prologue to like a good video game. The beginning of like an Assassin's Creed game, really. And you just sort of soar in with great speed, making your way over the water, through the cove. You make your way through this swamp, and you find this village there, this sort of swamp-side village. And there's people here and there wandering. And oh, that was the wrong button. They hear words spoken by this priest of the Dawnfather, who stands up tall, and he speaks incoherently. This is a dream. It sounds almost underwater as you try and hear it. The light is guiding visually, but not audibly, unfortunately. But you hear him speaking and preaching, smiling broadly. And as your vision comes out, you see almost coming out of the ground like grain shooting up like during a great harvest. You see men, farmers, and then you see those men, farmers, sort of bloom away their shells into warriors. Then another, then another, then another, then another, then another, then another, then another. Until this proud priest of the Dawnfather smiles in this small swamp village, gesturing broadly, brightly, looking up to the sky with spread arms, as you see several hundred warriors of the Dawnfather there stood before him. But it is darkness that twists around their ankles. And you know that this is something sent from beyond, because you do not have control of it, and there's only one very seldom creatures who have the ability to take power from you in this way. Maybe you don't know exactly what it's meant to mean. Maybe you do. Maybe you have an idea. But you understand the weight and the gravity of this vision coming to you. This place is important. This place might have secrets you need. This place might have warriors you need. You do not know, but it is important. You come out of the dream. You wake up the next morning, and you feel warm as you awaken, like you had been bathing in the sun. It's pleasant. That's where we're going to go to our break. Back, we will maybe unite as we have some leads. We'll be back in like 15-ish minutes. You awaken! Hero? You awaken? Actually, only a con save. We're going to see what kind of state you wake up. Yeah, getting away with that kind of thing without a roll. What'd you get?
You rolled a 19 on the die, plus 18, plus an 8, because you said it's a con save.
It sure is.
27.
Fuck me. You're apparently a lady who's very hard to please. I'll say this: that girl did her best, but you have a very high con score. Your body's very resilient, and you had a decently good night. You had a good night, and you wake up feeling like, oh, that was great. That was fun.
She would have enjoyed herself regardless.
Yeah, it was enjoyable. It just wasn't like mind-boggling because you're rolled 28, setting your DC, so to speak. But yeah, you wake up and you're like, oh, that's great. You'll wake up to see that the bed is empty, other than yourself. And there's like a little Paper mache bird, little black paper mache bird. And that's all. That's the only companion you find in your bed that morning.
She'll kind of smile to herself and then get ready, montage transition. And then right before she leaves the room, she is going to take the bird. She'll tuck it into, like, is it small enough to tuck into, like, a pouch?
Yeah. I mean, it's like a bird. You can, like, kind of flatten it a little bit without damaging it.
Yeah, she will. She has a little component pouch off to the side. She'll just kind of take it and fold it and tuck it in there.
Oh, yeah.
And then walk down to breakfast, writing that someone else is already there, and they've already found something else to talk about. Knowing that that's not the case, but...
There was only one person there before you. Beverly. According to the dice. To be very clear, the dice, not me.
Cool.
You're like
She'll
eating.
play it off. She'll sit down at breakfast like nothing's wrong.
Yep. Because, good morning.
Morning.
How'd you sleep?
Yeah. I slept fine. How'd you sleep?
I slept great.
Get breakfast yet?
Yeah, I'm a little, not done yet, but yeah. She'll call a waiter over a little bit. Goes, well, yes, and then at that point, Drystern comes in. She goes, oh, hi, Drystern, hi, come sit with us over here.
If my passive insight's a 17, can I just glean
This is
passive
awkward as
information?
fuck. Yeah, it's awkward as fuck. Probably not totally Takiro's fault.
Oh, great.
But yeah, passive insight's like, well, this is awkward. I'm walking into this.
Okay, now can I fully insight check Bev?
Yeah.
Yeah. 17? Oh, well, never mind. Same as
It's
the
awkward
past.
as fuck.
Yeah. Okay. That's just
But
gonna...
she's like, you gather that she's like, you don't know how deep it runs, but you do gather that there's like, you didn't quite remember the right way. She wasn't mad or upset or anything, but you didn't quite, I don't know, she wasn't like, oh, that's great for you, good job getting it, girl. It wasn't like that, right?
Yeah. The vibe is there. And so
vibe
Drystern's
is
gonna
there.
approach as fast as not seeming like she's panicking to get there, but she's gonna walk her way.
Make me a nonchalant check. Roll me a deception or a performance.
Oh, great. Neither one's
To
gonna be
approach the
great.
table with ease.
Which one is better? They're both a -1. 16?
Okay, you did a pretty good job. I will not narrate that the monk with the fucking 50, 45 speed, whatever, just power
40.
fucking over the table. No, you play it off pretty cool, actually. You just walk over and you're like, hey, guys, what's going on? You grab a seat, start break up the conversation. You're like, oh, is that bread? Great. You kind of start drawing attention to yourself to, like, divert the energy. And yeah, you play it off pretty good. At which point, Yvain wakes up and joins the party.
Oh, did everyone sleep well?
Yeah.
Okay, so we stop and Traceman talks to the Earthbreaker, and then we head back to Westruun, yeah?
Sounds like it.
Fantastic.
Oh,
So
nervous.
everybody's like, should I send us on our way before we pay the bill? I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. That was a joke. That's a joke. That was a joke. It was a joke. It's a joke. She puts money down. It's just a joke.
I actually, okay, yeah. Love you.
Okay, thanks. Okay, let's go. And she'll teleport you guys. Whoa. Ember. Cedric, if you would think to meet up with Zarvolg and the fellas. You know, you guys are all making your way into Sunkist Tavern. You're like, oh, get some breakfast. Like, maybe these ladies will show up at some point. And around, and in the seats around the very table you're sitting at, just in a flurry of like light and magic, your party of your party of ladies appears at the table.
Bev, did you forget that we were supposed to stop out and see Earthbreaker Groon?
No, not at all. She casts teleport again.
Hi.
It works out. They vanish entirely, and you guys are in the Godsbrawl Arena. Or not the Godsbrawl Arena. You guys are. Oh, that'd be bad. No, you guys are in the whatever it's called, the fucking Crucible. Yeah, the Crucible. To where Earthbreaker Groon is standing, and he says, "That was a crazy answer, Streisand. Seems a little unnecessary if you were staying in town, but you mages have your ways."
Wasn't my decision fully, so it's okay. You know what? Moving past it. We're here.
Yes, moving past it. Beverly says, "Sorry, Mr. Earthbreaker, sir." And he says, and he's just gonna hold out for you, Drystrand. An old ass piece of Valium. And he's gonna hand it to you. Handle it with care.
Immediately goes into the bag of holding, so she's not even being very delicate. Nothing's touching it. It needs to be safe.
There is an ancient shrine. A very ancient shrine indeed. Where a great hero of the Divergence met the Storm Lord's challenge and was the only one to succeed. And gained powers from the Storm Lord to become a demigod. The map to this place was split into 3 pieces. One has been held in our care until such a time as the Portents, as the clerics call it, found its right owner. The other 2 you'll have to find yourself. But it shall lead you to what you seek. Victory at against all odds. If you can face the challenge and succeed as only one has ever done before.
They'll try.
Good luck, Drycerin Varnos. May the Storm Lord find you favor if you can find this place and face its deadly challenge.
I got a pretty good team of backup too, so it'll be okay.
I'm sure. Well,
To find it, not to enter. To find it.
I was just going to say good luck was all. Good luck.
Thank you.
And Beverly goes, now? Yeah, I can do it now? Not overshooting or anything? Okay, great. I'll follow you guys again. Zarvolg sits down in a chair and he goes, "Hey, Ember, had a pretty good day yesterday. And everybody else appears, and Yvain, you appear in Zarvolg's seat and fire him about halfway across the bar. But you're back in Westford. Take it away, team.
Welcome back.
Well, that
Hey,
was
Carol.
productive.
What's your mom's name? That's what I thought.
But
I have a mom.
we have a quest. We have a quest. We have a holy quest, and if she does the holy quest, then she'll get her memories back.
But part of the holy quest requires going back to the place that I died before. Whatever that means.
Which is actually, I think, where the trident is in the shearing channel. So it seems to be where we're going. Anyway,
I'm gonna make you. I want to ask you, Kira. I'm gonna leave it up to you. It's your choice. Every now and then, when people say certain things, I might allow you to make an intelligence saving throw to see if perhaps something bubbles up for you. Are you interested?
Sure.
Maybe an intelligence saving throw. She mentions the searing channel.
So this is a +0.
That's why I chose it.
Nat 20.
I think very fitting for this particular seed of information. You're like, the place I died before, whatever the fuck that means. And Yvain's like, the searing channel. And they go to, and you have this flash of memory of just a wide riptide of water blasting through a spined ship graveyard. The sounds of crew crying, water splashing on your face, the scream of someone saying, off the port side, watch foot, and then a horrible loud crash as you are hit by a great, vast deluge of water and consumed, and that is all you remember. But you see for a moment what you believe to be the site of your death, the searing channel. Just a glimpse.
Channel. Yeah. Nope. That rung a very uncomfortable bell.
she will convey what she learned in the library.
If it
Both
is
there.
in the middle of this channel, and it is half as terrifying as I suddenly remember it being, how am I supposed to make it anywhere close? We don't even know where it is.
Well, we're going to get to the searing channel first, and we will take it from there.
This is going to be a trust the gods kind of thing. This is going to be a trust the gods kind of thing. Okay.
But yeah, we've just been quested to do what we were doing, and we have a definite order: trident, then champions. So yeah, that seems to be the thing.
A lot of sunlight coming through the window today, Yvain. It's very sunny here in Westruun.
And then she will talk about her dream.
Okay.
So, Ember, can you put up the map?
Yeah.
Can I look down around the corner of the map, down around the bottom of the tip, and try to see if I can figure out where the swamp?
Yeah, maybe a little cartographer's check. Do you have cartography skills?
I do.
You do. So perhaps, Ember, maybe you might make me a survival check at advantage or an investigation check at advantage, either way.
I will describe the dream in detail to you and kind of what I saw and...
25?
25. Yes, Ember, easy enough. You know where the valve salt was. It was like kind of in this area. It's been a little bit. It's probably traveled up the coast a bit like this. Mountain and jungle. Mountain and jungle, mountain and jungle, mountain and jungle, all the way. You're like fucking mountain and jungle like crazy. There's a bay. There's 2 bays, in fact. One here and one here. That might be the way to go. The only one that you expect probably has the kind of swamp that was described is... Oh, excuse me. Owlset Bay seems to be mostly surrounded... Well, there probably is some swamp around. It's mostly surrounded by hills and like stony crags and that kind of landscape. This one, you're like, oh, these are hard marshlands over here in this direction. And your best consideration is probably that you're looking for something in the Kermit Valley or the Dream Sleep marshlands. That is what your 25 gathers you. What you're looking for is probably there somewhere.
Okay. There you go.
I dislike that it's so close to Retis, but... All right, well, we should probably put that on our destination. We should... there's probably something there for us, if my dreams are to be believed. So, yeah.
Everybody says, I could technically get us, like... I don't know, I've never been there before. But I mean, I'm seeing it on the map, it's being described to me. It's like a long shot. Okay, yeah, I thought I'd just put it out there. I could just try and eyeball it, but no, it's okay.
The rocks hurt.
Yeah, they do. You're right.
Yvain, as you are availing yourself of various books and shenanigans, keep an eye open for any mention of the kiss of the Changebringer. Lord Estrix is unusually excited and is doing some of his own research on the topic. And he feels like he's within a handful of days from having some significant clues as to location and or disposition.
Do you share the lore about where it was? This is the one that was somewhere around Jorhaus?
Yeah, I was just about to be like, I also got this map, and here's what we found at the Cobalt Soul.
Are you referring to the Velium stuff?
Just anything map related, I am now handing over to Ember.
Got it. But we're referring
and any
to
lore. Yes.
Carmen, I'm sorry. Carmen is confused as to which location goes with which thing. I'm so sorry for mixing up.
Yeah, let's make her nice and clear. So Drycerin and you guys have found through Groon and the Cobalt Soul 2 pieces of a Velium map which have not been investigated yet. You just have a part of a map. That's all you got over there. Not necessarily to do with Jorhaus. It could be here. You haven't looked at it yet. You have no idea what that has to do with anything. Ember doesn't have any idea where his is either, because of the Changebringer. You've been told by Estrix that it's around, and he's looking into it, and he might have firmer locations in a day or 2. So nobody knows where anything is yet. Yeah.
And Ember will intentionally spill some salt on the table.
Sure.
Kind of in front of Yvain. And he will begin to write the name Asmodeus, but not all of it.
That was cool. That was a slick move.
And then we'll pick up the salt and throw it over the shoulder.
Take inspiration. That was cool. I dig the hell out of that. That was really cool.
All right. Okay. Okay.
I've got the two pieces of the old vellum map. First things first, going to open them very carefully because if they're old, they're probably creaky and cracky. And
yeah, one is oh shit. Am I back?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I think I'm back.
One is.
Yeah. Sorry. One's in fine repair. I'm sure that like a copy was taken from the library, and that's a copy of the original Valium. So that one's good. But yes, the one Drystrand produces is like disintegratingly ancient, and probably is actually kept in something preservative. So yes, you take it with great care. Yeah, if you want to spend some time on this, anyway.
Well, first pieces first is I'm going to take a little bit of time to memorize what's there.
Okay.
Because once I've seen it, I'll remember it. And can, more importantly, reproduce it. But look and see if it matches any of the topography on the Tal'Dorei map that we've got.
Okay.
Or if it's someplace that's clearly not Tal'Dorei.
Make me an investigation check with advantage, of course, because you are pretty good with maps. You know what? Actually, I'm going to make you a straight roll because you don't have a complete map. So I'm going to say that cancels out a disadvantage.
Okay. And that'll be a 27. Because I rolled a 19.
Fair enough. Let's see here.
Just call me Bilbo.
Yeah, I guess so, huh? All right, let's see. Let's see.
Now I remember where your house was from. I'll say when you're done, Ember. Now I remember.
Okay, sorry, really quick. Okay, let's see here. You're looking it over. You're looking it over. Okay. Nothing from Tal'Dorei. You look it over. You look at the map over. You consider every possibility, topography, distance from here to there. There's some close ones, but nothing that gives you confidence that it's in Tal'Dorei.
Okay. We'll need to get...
Can I have a look and see if it matches anywhere in Wildmount?
Are you proficient with cartography skills?
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, make me a disadvantage investigation check.
All right. That's not too bad. 16?
16. Wildmount's a lot of ground. Let me ask you this. Are you... Give me a specific. Are we talking Isocross? Are we talking Xhorhas, like Dwendalian Empire? Where would Cedric be more heavily based out? Probably Dwendalian Empire?
And the fringes thereof, yeah.
Yeah, okay. You roll pretty good. You can't be certain, because you don't have anything to compare it to. You don't actually have a map of Wildmount, but like you definitely see on the map there's signify, and you'll get this too, Ember. So there's definitely little portions of it that are like, okay, there's something kind of mountainous about this, and but no, you don't find any. You're not sure. You have to look into a map to be completely certain. But you're not. But you're not very confident. No.
So when it looks like everyone's done your vein mistake, so this has nothing to do with anything that's in front of us. It's some research I done a few weeks ago when I was asked in Imon. The Jewel of Three Prayers was made by Aurora Concordant and Sehenin, and it was worn by the champion of Aurora, I believe, at the end of the calamity, and he was last seen outside of Jorhas. Now, the only reason I'm thinking about Jorhas is because Zalikas, the Angel of Corlon, is also somewhere outside of Jorhas. She's invited us to come see her. Not that we want to go to another continent, but I'm just putting pieces together.
Above table, Ryan, when I got that information about Cord and Torog, do I remember, like, did you include where that happened?
Yes, that was east of Shorehouse. So you don't have a map of Wildmount, and you guys don't know much about like Wildmount because you're not from Wildmount, but you just know that like basically the easternmost shoreline was where this happened. That's all you really know. Past the evil nation of drow and monster, the Dwendalian Empire fights against blah.
So, where are we going, Amber? I think you've got it all in front of you as far as where we could go.
Well, I think first things first. I think that we ought to find a caravan headed for Iman. Zarvog has got some folks, and our man, I know it's a K, and I know it ends in or, but I know it's not Kellenbor.
Yeah, Kaelor's right. Yeah, we found it. Yeah, for some reason his name is very.
Can't we just gather them all and take them wherever?
No.
Okay.
If you have this swampy territory in mind, the question needs to get asked to Charcot. Where is he in respect to that? Because I don't, me personally, don't have any idea what sail speed and travel times look like. I got nothing.
And you're thinking that we should do this first and then go to the shearing channel?
Because that swamp is on the way to Stilben, up the coast to Stilben, up the coast further to the shearing channel.
I like the idea of maybe having some, holy warriors who can help us against the undead pirates we're going to fight.
But that's
So Cedric, did you want to join us in
we have more shenanigans.
doing some good in the world?
Well, I pledged to do everything I could to help restore Kiro's memory, and we haven't done that, so until we have.
How much of a spike is that going to put in your sister's demeanor? Judging by what I could see on your face from like across the room.
She seems spicy.
It looked like it was interesting. I think interesting is a good word. Difficult is perhaps the other word that comes to mind. But it's your business. I didn't want to put my 2 cents in.
Difficult is a fair description. But resolving things with my sister will not be quick. And honor demands what honor demands.
Does she own the property that she's on, or does she rent it?
I do not believe so.
Would she be interested in moving if it held no cost and you could find employment on the other end at significant scale?
I've already approached her with the idea of purchasing some other place. She's resistant. But I've left some gold with her for her to protect. We'll see what she chooses to do with it.
Okay. Well, the reason I was asking is we have some job opportunities available back in Amman. And if we're sending a caravan with some of Zarvog's hand-picked future irregulars and our prophet, if she wasn't necessarily beholden to Westruun and this spot that she's in right now, we can offer room, board, and work.
We actually do need someone to run the bastion.
Overhead.
I'm fairly certain if I were to suggest to her that she move to a place of my suggestion, I would be in a battle for my life soon after.
Would it be helpful if someone not you pitched the idea?
I think it's best to
put the hands up and that's fair. Well, if the opportunity presents itself, we have positions that need filling.
That's overly kind and generous for now. I don't think anything will substitute for...
It's not necessarily kind or generous. I prefer working within the family. It makes life easier. I don't have to worry about people. Can I trust them? Can't I trust them? They've been pre-vetted.
Yeah, I think for now there's going to be no substitute for some time,
and that's entirely fair. But that's my thought process, Yvain, is that Kaelor likes to move, and getting in motion would be something that I think would be beneficial for him based on our conversations yesterday. But he's interested in working with our factor and managing the stables at the Bastion.
Oh, well, that would be wonderful. It's private stables. He'd only ever be working with our horses.
It would give a known quantity for those folks to get worked with, and yeah, it's reasonably safe and secure.
Yeah, we've got the dormitory. It's not fancy, but it would be his. Absolutely.
And I think that that small group, the travel time may do them well.
Got it. Understood.
The instantaneous transport, while it checks our boxes done very quickly, I think there would be a benefit to those fighting folks and Kaylor to be able to spend a little time together.
All right. Perfect. Well,
assuming that you think it's a good idea. Sorry, Falk.
Oh, yeah, I'm down for whatever. You know me. Very easygoing individual that I am.
All right, so you'll give them their marching orders, and what about us?
Well, you've got the stone for Sharku. You talk to him. Find out where he's at.
I'd given it to you. She had given it to you.
Oh.
She gave it to you before she left.
I wasn't aware of that. I'll just add another sending stone to the list.
Ember, you're that that agent who has 3 phones.
You should have the one for Tally, and you should have the one for Shoku.
And I've got one for Nero.
And you've got one for Nero, yeah.
Yeah, 2 little fun things happen. First one is Beverly says, I got a little fun announcement, if anyone cares. I know some of you have been interested in talking with the sword. Me and the sword have been talking, and we thought we could put on a little theater for you guys if you wanted. I'm really excited about it, actually, because I could change how I look, and he could tell me what he wants to say, and so I could turn into him, or at least what he thinks he look, or how he wants to look like, and then I could talk for him, and it'd be like you're talking to the sword. Isn't that cool?
It's genius. I think it's great.
Yeah. So, yeah.
It's so cool. Oh yeah. Well.
In that moment, there is a concerning lick of fire that comes out from Ember. And you guys are like, it's the forest all over again, Doc! But no. Appearing before you at the table will be Estrix. And again, this is more... He usually just kind of shows up. This is a lot more flair than you've certainly ever seen of Estrix before, Ember or Uvain or anybody. And he appears not like he's not Gilmore, but he definitely appears as if and you can see there's an enthusiasm to him, he's kind of cutting through the mystique of it all, and he just wants to get to the point. But your ring flares, Ember. This spark of flame shoots through the air, hits the ground, comes into a big flame, and Estrix appears from the fire. And he goes, Ember, yes, just the man I was looking for. Oh, hello everybody. Good morning. Yes, Ember. I have what we were speaking about. May I speak candidly?
Oh, absolutely.
Ah, very well, yes. So, he'll lean in a little bit. He's like, well, right, gather round, my daughter. And he will sort of lean in conspiratorially. And he goes, so, what is it the change by now? I have good news and bad news. Good news is, it was recovered in Jorhos by the military, I guess, called the Aurora Watch. They recovered it from a very dark, terrible place called Vasselheim. This is a place of horrible betrayer god evil, and they recovered it, and they had it there. The bad news is the place was recently attacked, and it was taken. Now, I don't know where it has been taken to, but if there was ever a place to start your hunt, that would be the place.
Well, isn't that interesting? Sure, yeah? I feel like we need a map of Wildmount.
Well, those are expensive, but I wish you the best in finding it. But I have told you the place, this Vasselheim place.
Thank you so much.
Oh, no problem. And it seems that you have some skill. But we should speak more of this later, me and you. But for the time being, this is what I found out, and I thought I'd hurry along to tell you of it.
I appreciate that. Thank you very kindly.
Very good. Is there anything else I could do?
Excellent place to start.
Excellent. Is there anything else that I could do for you now?
I don't believe so, sir.
Excellent. And for your sake, Cedric, this man is like this not ginger, but like red, very handsomely groomed, red beard, sort of comb-overed gentleman with kind of sharp eyes. He might sound a little eccentric in the moment, but it doesn't look to be like his usual state. He looks like a much more intense individual. He has like a walking cane, very fine red garb. And he says this. It says, well, good day to the rest of you all, Aurora Watch, and I wish you the best on your hunt for the jewel. It's a fine jewel indeed. Off I go then. Sorry for the excitement, so where are we?
Westruun, sir.
Oh, I can work with that. All right, Westruun, thank you very much. And he'll just find his way out of the bar.
I do love when he comes to visit.
Though it's usually not done that way. He's very excited.
A map of Westruun will cost a few hundred gold, I'm certain. I can cover that. Spent a lot of gold, but I can cover it. I may be able to have one copied at the library. I don't know.
Why have it copied? I just need to study it for a little while.
True. There is a library here.
Well, let's... Sharku, where the hell are you? Are you anywhere near this swamp?
Says, Ember, my friend, good to hear from. Oh, time. There's a pause, and he goes, I am 4, maybe 3 days out.
Okay. Got time enough to go to a library. We got time enough to send these folks on their happy way. And data prep. What are we doing in the swamp again?
I believe there may be a vestige for the Dawnfather or something that I believe that the Dawnfather has offered us aid. My visions are not terribly clear.
Vision quest in the swamp.
Yeah, essentially.
Well, it'll at least make Zarbog happy.
Oh, yeah.
To return to the swamp.
He actually does like the swamp.
I do like a good bath. I don't know if you'd say that. I can take it up next time. Doesn't feel quite right. Cool. So, what's first on the agenda for the Aurora Concordant?
Well, there's a perfectly good library that we all got kicked out of. I'm thinking I need to go back.
Fair enough. Hey, you can always talk to your original fella who got you last time.
I've never been kicked out of a library.
Okay, so Balthazar is
Have I ever
in
been
a
kicked
mon
out of
right
a
now.
library?
I mean, no, but
No.
your cartographer friend is here.
Oh
might
no,
recall-
I'm just going to ask.
You might
And when they say
recall, was it-
no, I'm going to say for the
Defender of Westruun.
twice the twice noted savior of Westruun. You're going to say no? Well, I guess I'll just have to go somewhere else. And on my way, I'll have to tell everybody I see.
She's quite
Bastards.
lovely. The headmistress is quite lovely. You know, when you're not trying to, she doesn't think you're trying to pilfer her books. And if that doesn't work, there's always the reserve.
And I did sit on my hands the last time I was there.
It's true.
I might not be inclined to do so this time.
All right, so I guess we're going to the what's the
The library.
it's the school that's attached to the astrology place. And Headmistress Latimer. As headmistress of both.
The West Hall Academy.
West Hall Academy.
All right. So you're making your way over to the West Hall. It sounds like Ember. Anybody else going with? Anybody else have their own plans?
You guys will go with?
I will go with.
Cool. Like there's ever going to be a library trip that Yvain passes up. Please. We need to know our half-elf. All right, fantastic. You guys make your way over to the second finest university in all Tal'Dorei. It's some matter of debate. Nonetheless, the prestigious West Hall Academy lays before you. The sand-colored stone walls and copper patina dome are unmistakable landmarks here in the Scholar World. Stately, refined, an institution that is has a sort of, the people around they seem to have this like sort of unpretentious workaday attitude, and you find yourself with a librarian who looks at you all and looks at this little paper in the booth there that says, if you see these people, don't let them in. And there's a drawing of Zarvalg, or whoever it was. It was Ember.
It was Finch, Ember, and Yvain.
It was Finch, Ember, and Yvain. She looks at you all. And she just like, this old librarian, the fucking, like, she might as well be a hag. She or maybe is. And so looks over it, looks at you and goes, why should I?
Dear lady, it's good PR.
What do you mean?
We're the guardians and saviors of Westruun.
What are you, some kind of guardians of the galaxy?
Would you?
Make a persuasion check, Ember. Just turn on the charm. Are you some kind of defenders of Westruun? That should have been your party name, with Defenders of Westruun. Like, shit.
18.
18. Yes. She looks at you, and she goes, oh, honey. She like plays with the hair on the end of her wart. She goes, "Yeah, all right. You can go right on in, honey. You bring your friends and you go do whatever you want."
Is there a someone who can help us with the collection? We're looking for information on Wildmount.
Yeah, I can help you with that, sweetheart. I can help you with that. Right
That
this
would
way,
be
honey.
fantastic.
She turns and she like hops off, and she's like Maud from Incredibles, like she's like really short, and has her hands literally like this in front of her, and she like walks like that, hunched over, like she's old as shit, you know. Yeah, she takes you through, and she says, "So, honey, what is it that what are you looking for specifically? Wildmount's a big continent. What's the plan?"
I'm looking for maps and information about the Eastern Jorhos region.
All right. Weird, but sure, fair enough. See what we got. Why don't we have an investigation check at advantage from our wonderful member?
How about a 23?
3. You're looking for a map, right?
Yep.
Easily done. You find a it's definitely just the Jorhos portion, and it is it doesn't have any of the settlements listed. I'm trying to think of like where the lore's at right now. I'll say that there's it's just the landscape. You find like a topographic map of the landscape of Jorhos. As for where actual settlements are, considering the recent conflicts across the seas, wouldn't make sense that like they're all listed. But you definitely find a topographical map. If you wanted to like have looked into like a specific settlement, like Vasselheim, maybe you can kind of find out where to place that if you wanted.
Yvain, can you find out where this Vasselheim or where the headquarters for the Aurora Watch would be, so we can put it on there? And while Yvain is doing that, I'm going to look against the map of Jorhos, since we have had multiple pieces show up lore-wise in and about Jorhos. I'm going to look at those 2 pieces of vellum that were definitely not Tal'Dorei to see if they may correspond topographically with that piece of Wildmount.
Okay, give me an. I'm gonna hit you. I'm just giving rolls out right now. So Ember, I'm gonna give you. Yeah, give me the advantage because of calligraphy. Same thing. Give me the investigation check, a nature investigation check. I think would be.
Investigation 25.
Okay, yeah. You look around. You're like, not Jorhos. Definitely not Jorhos. Okay. Yvain, your roll. You were going to look into Vasselheim, I believe. Vasselheim and the head of your Aurora Watch. That's what Ember subscribed. All right, go for it. Make me an investigation check at advantage.
$17.
17. You definitely don't find anything about the Aurora Watch or its headquarters, again, because of the war. Naturally, that information will be pretty covert. But you do, without a doubt, find out where Vasselheim is located. And you can definitely... it's nothing that's like... You don't find any imagery, but you certainly find enough information about where it was located. As you read about Vasselheim, you learn that it was one of the great calamity fortresses of the betrayer gods. It was where the gods basically, the betrayer gods basically hung out and planned evil shit. So yeah, that's been around long enough. There's certainly information that points you where to have found Bazuzan, and it lays pretty central Xhorhas, at the southern tip of a mountain range. So yeah, you can kind of point that out for Ember, get a pretty good general location.
And I will do that.
Magnificent.
Okay. We still don't have a good match for these two. I wonder if, and Ember will go to the librarian. Dear, do you have someone here who is a scholarly expert on Wildmount geographically?
I'm gonna do a little roll for her.
I'm certain if there's an expert, you would know who they are.
Oh, laying it on thick. All right, let's see here. No, not the residential board. Okay, let's see here. Because I wouldn't know. I would know. Let's see. I'm gonna just find some names for you. Because, I admit there's a lot of people who study a lot of different things here. I would actually recommend. What was that? Oh, sorry, that's someone said something. She says, I'd recommend, they're really into their mappings and things. I'd recommend you go to the Humanor Observatory next door. They're all about mapping the stars and everything, and they probably know exactly what you might be looking for, dear.
Okay. Well, that will be our very next stop then. Thank you so very much. You've been a fantastic help.
You have just been the one most wonderful person to visit. And don't tell anyone I let you in, okay? Or it could be big trouble. I do like trouble.
And Ember will hand her a small pouch with 50 gold into it. See to it that you pick up a rare copy of something for the collection. A gift from the Protectors of Westruun.
My, wow.
The Aurora Concordant.
Rips the thing off the wall. She goes, wow, that's quite a donation. She throws it in the trash can and goes, I'll be sure to find something exquisite for the collection.
Fantastic. I trust your expertise and taste. Thank you kindly for your time.
Of course. And you know what? I've heard of this one wonderful copy of a book wrote and signed by Scanlan Shorthalt himself in town. What was it called? That's right. It was called How to Adventure Sexy. That's right. I think I'm going to pick that one out.
I bet you that would be a fantastic addition.
No, I couldn't agree. You have a look. And send you on your way. And fun fact, that is actually a book that Scanlan Shorthalt published. Adventure Sexy. But anyway. Well, let's, so other than our library goers, where did anyone else go? If anyone else had anything to do around town? Restaurant, Hero, Cedric? Anything from you guys? Okay, fair enough. You guys head over to the Humanor Observatory, this big, beautiful building full of seers and diviners. Is there anything you'd like to do there? Like, what was the plan with that? You're looking for someone who's good with maps from Shorthouse.
Yep. And I'm going to let Yvain run with this, since she has the background and the proclivity for all things starry maps, and that's the link in the chain.
Fair enough. All right. Yvain, you wander on in. You're with your people, scholarly oracle folks.
So yeah, I would ask if there are maps of the area around of Wildmount in general, but also of Jorhas.
We definitely have we can point you in the direction of a map of Wildmount easy enough. We actually have one somewhere. Jorhas is famously difficult to map, a very secretive region in the world. Nobody really knows much, especially considering all of the conflicts that have been going on overseas. It's rather difficult to know actually what's within its borders. It's something of a mystery other than what we divine from the stars. But if you'd head right this way, and you'll take Ember with, and he'll like peruse through some scrolls, and then sort of unfurl a map on the table that is a fairly complete map of Wildmount, featuring most, if not all, settlements across Isocross, the frozen region in the north, Dwendalian Empire, the westernmost Prussian Empire, so we say, and then the Menagerie Coast, there it is, down in the south. But Jorhas, though well topographically mapped, doesn't possess any settlements marked off.
So, Yvain has read a couple of books now on the Calamity, and she knows that there was a big-ass battle around Jorhas, around the Calamity. Can she look just geographically at that map and be like, it would have happened right about there? Like in a general sort of way?
There are tons and tons and tons of battles fought, specifically in Jorhas' borders. I think unspecifically, like, no, I don't think I could just like give it to you off the top of the head. I mean, like, yeah, it's a little tough. Yeah, and then the thing is, like, it's just going to be very difficult to get information about the Jorhas interior without going to Jorhas because of the war. Unfortunately.
And since we've got a full map, I'm going to do the investigate again with the vellum pieces to see if we've got a possible match here somewhere.
Good. Give me a that
19.
You are very, very, very sure it is not on the continent of Wildmount.
Okay.
Leaving you with two other, well, technically three, but two relevant continents to consider. There is Vasselheim, or Silra specifically, and Marquette, which would be your two next best bets.
Okay. Well, while we're here, we might as well ask.
For maps of Isilra and Marquette.
Yeah, they'll pop them out. I'll just carry over your check, speed us along here a little bit. You rolled exceptionally, Ember. You are fairly sure that it is in Marquette. deep in the Agrad Mountains of Marquette, not far from the Remdum Desert, there is a there's a mountain range there. It's supposed to be, well, it's just a map. You don't learn much, but you find this little mountain range that very, very much fits what little pieces you've got. Somewhere over there? So you got a destination?
Okay.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Yes, of course. Of course. If anyone would wish for a star reading, we do those too. Let you know what you was going to transpire today.
I will always take a star reading.
For 10 gold pieces, you may know what is on your way.
Yvain will do it.
10 gold pieces. You now possess a Portent dice of 2 for the next 24 hours. You may give to yourself or somebody else on a roll.
Okay.
You're like, in the future, someone will fuck terribly if you do this. And you are like, got it. And you know how to make someone fuck up. Beautiful. All right. Now what? You guys have 4 pretty strong leads for vestiges, I believe. One you need to wait on Shirku crossing the fucking world to get to. Another is in Shadebarrow, one is in Marquette, and one's in Vasselheim. Or was in Vasselheim.
Ooh. Why are you avoiding Alistair?
All right. So I put him on Shadebarrow, and he's champing at the bit to go, which is great. The thing is, I don't care how excited he is to go. I'm not going until I have the blessing of the Raven Queen, because I promised I wouldn't, and I'm not breaking a vow that I made in front of the Hierophant, and he was being pushy.
And so when you were in Vasselheim, specifically to go to the Grand Temple to the Raven Queen, did you ask?
No, because
very well. Come with me, dear.
Well, no, the Graveseer Charisse has that. Like, it's
come with me. It's all right.
What do you? No, please don't make problems. It's
problems.
Good.
That's my job.
But not with him. It's fine. He's doing something. Oh, God.
I understand he's doing something. We're not going to see him.
Okay.
We're going to see her.
Oh. I believe we're going to see the Graveseer Charisse.
Okay. Make your way over to the temple, dragging Yvain as a heart sound down the pavement as she digs her heels in. But nonetheless, perhaps with the party, everyone's welcome to come in this group storytelling game. You guys all find your way over to Temple of the Raven Queen here in Westruun, which you're probably they're regulars by now, considering how little attention they get from everybody else in the world. Make your way into this spooky place. And inside you do indeed see the Graveseer meandering about. Would you like to approach?
Yes.
Absolutely.
You approach. The Graveseer does a little polite, wide bow of the head and says, welcome.
And Ember will give her a most flourished grand bow, flicking the little half cape behind him.
Very, very cool.
My dear Graveseer, I've come to beg your permission.
I see.
It is
What
long
exactly?
past time that Shadebarrow was put to rest.
What has changed since last you've been?
What hasn't changed? The minions of the betrayers are on the move. They are collecting dark vestiges to attempt to breach the gate and bring forth their dark masters.
See.
One of those vestiges lives inside that festering hole.
If I may, right now in Whitestone, there is a druid of the Dawn Circle working with a priest of Dawnfather, and they are putting together the old rituals to either quick fix or hopefully thoroughly mend the seals that are holding the demon prince down. We should have that before we go. As important as getting the vestige out of play is, making sure he stays chained, I think is just as important.
But some of us have given you a promise to not meddle until you give your permission.
The circumstances you describe changed the precedent with certainty. Last we spoke, it was a matter of fascination to you, yes? But now you say that there is a vestige of divergence beneath, something you wish to utilize against your enemies, these champions, would bring about the enemies of the Raven Queen.
Respectfully, what is down there is the dark vestige of the Prince of the Undead. I actually don't think we should try to use it. If we can't destroy it, we should get it somewhere where it can't be used. I don't know if something like that can be used safely, much like the...
She steps forward to you, Yvain. She says, No, child. The wards were broken. It disrupted the Dawn Circle, but its evil has not yet been unleashed upon the land. Why do you think this is?
That something still holds?
Yes. Something quite holy. The last line of defense keeps things there. We have divined much in our time. And I'd ask you this. Have you not seen the bead of light through the black hairs? Has it not called to you?
I have once in a dream, but I don't have excellent control of my dreams yet. But I did see it once.
Perhaps in the finding of this relic, you will finally understand, Yvain, why you are star-born. It is not the druids of Terra who have mastery of the stars. You never wondered where your affinity has come from. You are chosen by this thing. Calls to you in your dreams. Have you not felt some unusual tether, some pull this thing that has driven you towards Shadebarrow all this time.
Yes.
Then I bid you this. You will need all the help you can get. Gather what allies you can. Certainly, the Master of the Claret Order. His closest allies who are such adept at dealing with the things in the dark. And fear not the wards, for in order to go down, you will need to sunder them entirely. Know this, I give you permission to enter. I give you my blessing to do so. But if you fail, you will unleash what is beneath upon this land. You must not fail.
As you say, Graveseer.
You are not ready, but you need to be. So succeed, face death, and push it past. Not yet. Not today. Go with the blessings of the Raven Queen. We will pray for you. Pray for you all.
Thank you.
And with a grin, Ember will turn to Yvain and say, "See? That wasn't so bad now, was it?"
No. No, it wasn't. She's going to turn around and walk off. Or walk out.
Rather shady looking Graveseers kind of. There's a very subtle look at each other. One of them kind of. Like, what was that? Not fully out of context. But yes, you have definitely gained. The precedent of the danger you face is certainly fast forward the timeline they might have expected. You have permission from the Graveseer to enter Shadebarrow with great caution and with all the help you can get.
Including the head of the Claret Order.
Pointed you in his direction.
Well, I don't know that we're going, like, right now. I feel like, you know, we've got other things that we ought to get into. But
Yeah.
soon.
We have 2 or 3 days. It's close by. Well, in theory, it's close by.
In the neighborhood.
She actually said not to do it. She literally said not now. Those words came out of her mouth. I'm sure it meant tomorrow. It was beautiful.
Well, Alistair has got to get his stuff together. Whatever that ritual is that the priest and what's her noggin? The
Camellia.
Yeah.
Father Reno, yeah. That's really what we're waiting for. Is that thing. That's what we have to have.
You and Bev go to Whitestone. I can't believe I'm going to say this. Right now. I'll go find Alistair and have him get his crew ready. Bring them or don't.
No,
Okay. We're gonna hang on. We're gonna come on. I think we've done enough logistics. I think we're gonna expedite things a little bit. You guys, you know, you're like, okay, go to Whitestone and get Camellia. You step outside and you're like, what the fuck, Camellia? And you look outside and you see the two of them wandering down the street. They said that they would come here and do this, so they're here. They go, oh hey, how's it going? And you want to get Alistair too?
Absolutely.
All right, you're okay.
Get all of the little chess pieces on the board.
Yeah, we'll put it together a team. You throw open the door, Ember. Alistair turns around, sees you, and he goes, hello, Ember. You're the last person I thought I'd see darkening my door.
Well, I'd offer to light it up for you, but we both know that that's not for today.
No, hopefully, perhaps not ever.
How'd you like to break into Shadebarrow? like soon, like tomorrow morning.
And here I thought I didn't like you.
We have permission to go.
I don't need fucking permission. I'm the goddamn leader of the Claret Order. I've just been waiting on all of you.
We needed permission. Yvain made a promise. But
Got it.
that's all been sorted now.
Well,
So, get your folks together. It's party day.
oh, we've been ready. I promise you that. And he'll look back and you'll see his, like, Geralt of Rivia-esque character in the background, like, shit, like fucking ready to go. And he's got at least 2 pretty experienced looking warriors ready to go, including himself. Or not including himself. Yeah, Alistair's on, man. He's fucking in. He goes, also, I interrogated that piece of shit. And they're like, the door opens and fucking Blaine, what's his name, falls out, all tied up and like, stop, don't hurt me. You're gonna be in big trouble for this. And he goes, you've got a lot of useful information out of that bastard. So.
That you did.
Oh, Yvain, you're here. All of a sudden. Anyway, tomorrow morning, shall we get breakfast first or get right to the business?
Don't slay undead on an empty stomach. I'm pretty certain that's a rule.
Some of my men might disagree with you.
Have coffee and a mimosa, maybe a Danish. Nothing heavy.
It's on me. Ember, you are a force of change, much needed. Sorry.
Blessings be to Avandra.
It is the way of things to bless her before a great adventure. Let's hope we all come back with our fingers and toes. And yeah, fucking Alistair is like pumped, dude. He immediately does like a full like Schwarzenegger commando suit up with all of his boys. They're fucking ready. They're ripping, roaring, ready to go. Yeah, they're fantastic, ready to go. Let's just do it this way. Who's got final arrangements? It sounds like we're hitting Shadebarrow next week. Let's get all that shit out of the way so we can get to some undead slaying.
We need to call Telly and tell him to do a bastion round. It should be about time for that.
Yeah, you want to.
We can.
Well, you're not going
to have to play it out, but
you're doing this with a sending stone with 25 words.
Yeah,
like you're wanting to like give full, like you're wanting to give bastion orders with the sending stone. Is that what you're wanting to do?
I thought what we had arranged was that we can tell Tally and Tally disseminates the orders, and none of the orders have changed. We're just telling them to do the same thing.
The process is very easy because we're not changing anything because we're not there. So it's keep going as you were.
Yeah.
Fair.
But I feel like we have to give them that. We have to tell them to keep going or it stops.
Basically, like it depends on what the order is, but yeah, if you want to give a specific order, you need to make contact and you need to tell them specifically that. So you can do just that and be like, hey, what you were doing this week, do it again. You can do that if you wish. And then they'll just be like, fuck it, all right, hit the refresh button. And so yeah, absolutely. If you just want to do that, absolutely. But as far as assigning specific orders go, you're going to need something that can do more than 25 words.
Yeah.
But the maintain order is fun. That's when like shit happens. That's when I get to attack you. That's when people get to show up and give you money for no reason, for some reason. Or that's when the drama. But hey, whatever you want. I'll just be here. Sure. So you take out the sending stone. You say, Tally, do it again, and he'll be like, over, and that'll be that. Cool. Anything else?
Need a gentle repose on the blood and venom.
Sure. Yeah. Easily done.
Here's a quick question. Do you have holy water? Do you have holy water? Do you have holy water? If not,
Yvain has 3 vials of holy water. but
As do I. If you do not have any, we will be making some.
Yeah, might be smooth. Might be a smooth idea. Actually, yeah, keep going for a minute.
Let's see. Do you have any, Cedric?
I do not.
Okay, so that's 25 gold worth of silver by 3 is 75. Yvain's got some. Does Kiro have 3?
I don't think she has any.
Okay. So that's another 75 for $150. How about you, Drystrin?
No, but Dryson can buy her own if she like. She's got the money for it, or if you just want the money for hers and you buy them for her, that's fine.
Well, I I figure it this way. I've got ceremony. It's like an hour casting for ceremony, so it takes time. So
Yeah.
I could do some. We've got some goodwill with.
If I sleep
the
for
name was just in my head.
Temple of
Whose floor did we
Arathis.
just fix?
Temple of
Taylor-
Arathis.
That's it.
Or Rathis, yeah. Rathis type, which is great. Love that lady.
You know, we've got some goodwill there. You know, tap on that. That should give us enough through to tap each of us up to 3.
if we sleep for a night, I can also have ceremony.
What?
Well, you're going to. Yeah.
We're going tomorrow.
Yeah.
So.
Also, keep in mind, cleric, you are a ritual caster. I believe
Yeah.
ceremony is a ritual spell, which means you don't need to
might be.
prepare it in order to cast it.
That is
Oh.
true. No, ceremony is not a ritual spell.
Oh, it's not? Oh, shit.
No.
Not bad.
Because I was looking at managing spells earlier, and I think I know it, but I don't. Oh yes, it is for me. It's a ritual.
Oh.
And I know the spell, so casting time hour 10 minutes. Silver.
Oh, it probably doesn't because I'm getting it as a divine sorcerer. That's probably why. But then
Yeah, to cast a ritual, you do have to. Sure. I was gonna say, to cast a ritual spell, you do have to have it prepared. It just doesn't cost a spell slot. It's
You have to have it prepared, really?
Yeah, it's only wizards
Yeah.
who don't have to have it prepared, right?
I was
They
like,
just have
I'm
to
looking
in
at
the spell book.
managing spells.
I
My
think you
bad,
can
my
take
bad.
ritual caster.
Right.
Right. Okay, my bad. Thanks for the update. I do have some stuff for you. So as you guys are like preparing, you're at the Sun-Kissed Tavern, the air kind of leaves the room as after like this is a little while later, like this is later in the night after you guys get the approval. The Graveseer herself and her little procession enters the Sun-Kissed tent and comes to your table. Everyone's kind of like, what the fuck?
Yvain stands.
They are going to look at you all, or the Graveseer is going to look at you all, say, you go to a great fight. You will need much in the way of protection, and we will provide what we can. She will put on the table 2 potions, what look like some kind of black liquid. She says, drink these. You'll find the necrosis of the undead will not reach your flesh as easily. And she'll grant you all, the party, 2 potions of resistance to necrotic damage. She will put down, indeed, 6 vials of holy water. She says, "We only had a little on tap, but the Temple of Arathis was more than willing to share. The defenders of Westruun. And last but not least, she will put on the table what looks to be like this. It's kind of like a staff, but the staff is like heavily decorated with like ornament and flair. It is wood, but it is sort of wrapped in like beautiful golden filigree of like, which looks almost like designs of like the sun. It's lots of sunlight, and just like sort of spiraling, almost like fire-like iconography at the tips, but definitely a lot of light and sunlight. She says, "This is a weapon that the Temple of the Dawn Father wished us to impart upon you, for it is also his purview to bring light to dark places. I grant you all the Corpse Slayer quarterstaff. It is a stave that will ensure that the undead you face will feel its blunt more heavily. This is what we can provide you on such short notice. Good luck."
You're most kind.
We would provide you with 1 or 2 last pieces of advice. The first of which is this. We have divined that somewhere within the tomb there is a spirit not corrupted by its foulness. A spirit of ancient past, of great will, a warrior who died long ago in the calamity. If you could find them, perhaps they may guide you on the paths beneath. And the last thing we shall say is this. Do not claim the treasures of the barrow as your own. Those who covet them are claimed by the shadow. Be cautious what you take. Take only what you must and what you know to be consecrated. Good luck. May the Raven Queen stay a little further from your steps this day to come. But should you fall, may her embrace be a soft one. They will grant you a small bow, and they will leave. The Slayer is a +1 to attack and damage rolls, rare attunement quarterstaff. When you hit an undead creature with this weapon, the attack deals an extra d8 of damage of the weapon's type, so bludgeoning. That creature then has disadvantage on saving throws against effects that turn undead until the start of your next turn.
Okay.
Cedric, perhaps? You seem quite good with a stick.
He looks at he summons his existing quarterstaff and sort of looks at it. You know, I've hit a lot of people in the face with this. All right. He shoves that in his bag of holding, and
people are very impressed as you do this. They watch and see you go, and they go, "Holy shit!" Sorry, please continue.
No, just he'll accept it and starts swinging around in practice.
It is sorry.
I was just going to say, Drystron, you should absolutely take one of these, and Ember will push one of the potions of necrotic resistance to Drystron. You punch things with your fists.
Yeah, good logic.
This seems like it might be prophylactic.
Yeah. Thank you.
Wow,
all right.
And Yvain, I'm going to think that you take the other one because it may be a case of being able to quickly deliver it somewhere to someone might be of benefit or aid.
No, that makes sense.
We'll get a long rest. We'll arise the next morning to find Alistair and two much older, much more grim-looking warriors, one of which, surprise, surprise, is going to be the recruit that Zarbok took for his irregulars from the Bloodhunters. And the other will be the old grizzled bastard that you were introduced to earlier, Yvain, and Alistair himself. Three very capable pirate Bloodhunters. And next week, the long-awaited Shadebarrow will either be conquered or it will claim your souls.
And what a great way to start spooky season.
Yeah!
What a great way to start spooky season. Absolutely.
Yeah. Love it. Definitely meant for that to happen.
You're such a stinker. Like, all that grabbed Yvain by the ear.
I mean, worked at the end of the day. In fairness.
that was Ember taking a page out of his Tuesday character. Because that's a page right out of Grant's playbook of I'm just gonna walk in and act like I own the place.
Yeah.
But also weirdly, I feel like Yvain has done that to like you've definitely done that to Bev at some point in time.
And that's just about everybody at some point in time.
which is why the turn of role was really kind of entertaining.
No.
That Yvain?